All right, what's good? What's good, people? Welcome to today's episode, Nighttime Football. Thought you were starting your own stream.
I was just trolling you. Looks like everyone likes you. Oh, we want to go to Michael's stream. Oh man, that's a rare where a college football game finishes in under the time frame. Yeah,
This one's gonna be probably fun to watch.
basically like Cal versus Stanford. This is USC versus this is the the two LA schools.
I remember last year was pretty competitive, even though they had USC had no business losing.
Mm-hmm. Well, next week, Cal can be spoiler against SMU.
Yep.
That's all we can do because for sure we got a postseason berth.
We're definitely
Mm-hmm.
bowl eligible, which is great. I wonder what bowl we would play in.
I know
considering-
because now the Pac-12 is
is
gone.
now- yeah, exactly.
Where are they going to put us? Yep.
Hey, play Rutgers if we make the bowl. Play Rutgers.
Ooh, oh god, man. A Cal Rutgers
That'd be
bowl?
fun.
That'd be fucking awesome.
That would be fun.
So-
Although I don't think we have.
So basically next week, once all the bowl games are situated, because again, there are
Don't you have to have 6 wins?
yeah, all teams need 6 wins, and so like last year there were 43 bowls, so that was a lot of bowls that they did, but that also includes the college football playoffs, the thing that's called the New Year Six, and so you eliminate that, there's about like 25 bowls, so we'll see what happens, and because we're in the ACC, either depending on how low we are, if they give us a group of 5 school, that's an easy W. But if we get like a Big Ten school, which I think we're going to get a Big Ten school, but it's probably going to be one of the lowest Big Ten schools.
You know what that means, John?
What if we end up playing Colorado? No, we can't play Colorado.
Dude, I will do that game just to shit talk Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Colorado. Listen, I never understood the hate for Colorado, but now I do.
Listen, there are college football rumors that the only reason why he has his job is not that he's going to be there for like 10 years. He's trying to get the USC job for whatever. His consolation, if he doesn't get that, is the UCLA.
I will say that this year, if he is trying to leave after this year because his son is done, both of his sons are going to be done, Travis Hunter's going to be done, and he doesn't really have a purpose there anymore because, you know, his sons aren't. The recruiting class he has put on and is going to continue to put on for the rest of this season is going to set Colorado up good for the next few years.
Okay, so this
and until they graduate.
So this game is in Pasadena, so that means that this is a UCLA home game because USC plays that they play in the Memorial Coliseum.
Yeah. That's where the Rose Bowl's always
Yeah,
played.
I don't. Oh yeah, the Rose Bowl is dead because
Wait,
that
they
was,
killed this alignment killed the Rose Bowl?
yeah.
Oh Jesus, I didn't know. See, all of this stuff it affects everything else, and
I
then
know.
you.
Eventually, if the Rose Bowl ever comes back, it's going to be in Ram Stadium because
Oh Jesus
all
Christ!
all the college playoff games are in Dallas, Texas, where the Cowboys play, Houston Texans, where the Texans play. They've been using the Raiders Stadium since they opened up, which used to be the Pac-12 championship game. And when they had the Pac-12 championship game at Levi's, that was an NFL stadium. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to eliminate the traditional bowls. Like the Cotton Bowl used to be a big thing. That game now is at Cowboy Stadium. And of course, the Falcons, they do the Peach Bowl, and they also do the they used to be the BCS Bowl. Now it's the Mercury, the car, Mercedes. So
Isn't there like an
Yeah.
Orange Bowl or whatever?
yeah, the Orange Bowl used to be in the Orange Bowl. Now it's in where the Dolphins play in Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah, Harvard.
Yeah.
So if the Rose Bowl ever comes, because the Pac-12 will return, the Pac-12 in a very bad way, and so the Rose Bowl will come back, but because the Pac-12 may need money to rebuild and eventually attract more teams, and not just the Mountain West, but good teams, they would have to get the revenue. Like Jimmy Kimmel, that dude on ABC, he created a bowl. He drops $50 million every year to put two teams, that should not be there. It's just too much money in college football. It's sad when a talk show host is investing in one college football game.
Well, that is the same. I think we can recognize that we're living in an era. Well, we're coming off of an era.
Mhm.
Like we're just exiting that woke, cancel culture era. But the late night talk show hosts, the remnants of that is still going to be around for a while. And Jimmy Kimmel is a hypocrite because you're right. He shouldn't have that power. He should not have that ability to do that. That's not his forte. That's not something he should be involved in at all. But money talks. Money talks.
That guy makes so much money. I remember he got into hot water with some news networks that I don't agree with, but they actually point out a point. Like he was talking about that he has a son, and his son had a very serious condition, but he's able to pay for his son to get the treatment, the hospital stay, all the stuff for his son, because I think his son has like a serious disease where he cannot walk. And so because he makes so much money, he drops the bill to keep, because a father, what they would not do for their child. Okay. And so, and he had a nerve to say that, in between 2016 and 2020, he was bitching and moaning about how, his taxes are going to go up, and, he's a fella like the working man, and he got trashed. A guy that makes, I think, $150 million a year. And I don't think anybody watches his show.
Nobody watches his show. They really don't. I go to his official YouTube thing to see how many views there are, and it's shocking. So the late night talk show hosts are there just to pretty much shit on. They talk politics all the time, and it's just not. It's very unentertaining. Mm-hmm. There are some political shows that are actually more entertaining as far as like topics and comedy than the late night talk show hosts.
And then I
can name one too.
Also, someone pointed this out, like the talk show hosts, these shows are basically for like these overpaid actors, overpaid celebrities, and now because social media is becoming now even it's basically like rich people talking.
Yes, it is. That's all it is. Rich people talking into their own echo chamber.
And basically, like you go back to what's that guy who Johnny Carson.
Yep.
Johnny Carson used to sit down with the same thing, the actors, and but it was more different. Like those people weren't paid the amount of money, just like in any industry. It's just that when the 2000s came and the money started getting more and more lucrative, like my grandpa used to watch a lot of John Wayne movies, and
I love John Wayne.
I think was the biggest guy in that era, John Wayne. But John Wayne wasn't making $50 million a movie, $100 million. He was making, like maybe like a baseball player at the time that was making like, and the practice squad players would still have to get jobs. So it really shows you how the people who are now actors are overpaid. And they
This
suck
guy's definitely on my draft radar.
Anyway,
Watching the game, Spongy.
I'm watching those.
I was waiting for you guys to finish, but what's up?
hola, white
Hey, YTC, what's up, dude?
What's up,
Just
my
back from-
niggas?
Just back from a recreational conquest, but what's up?
Same
Did you
here.
conquest it?
YTC was making mac and cheese, if you know what I mean.
He finished and then he stuck a flag and he's like, I declare this the land of YTC.
Have you seen a cornucopia? Yeah, that should give you an example, right there.
Oh boy.
So fancy word.
I'll do this later. Fuck this shit.
Have you seen it?
We really paid $150 for this green screen, and what are we gonna do with it exactly?
Green screen? You could just
Yeah, me
edit
and my
yourself
wife-
in the background, not...
Me and my wife got a green
YTC.
screen, to do.
What?
YTC,
Entertaining
you're
videos.
a Sooners fan, right?
Oh, like
Yeah.
CGI sex or some shit?
Yeah, we're blowing the crap out of Alabama right now.
Hey,
No,
YTC,
like,
you miss Kaju. He wished you were there. He has some choice words to say to you.
Man,
Yeah.
fuck Kaiju. I'm right here right now. He could say them to me right now. Fuck him.
Also, is it true that
I'm
you
interested.
let your quarterback go?
Yeah.
They
Come
took-
on. Who's hiding under a rock on their social media nowadays?
Listen, I work and I don't have like Twitter. I have an Instagram that I barely even use, and I don't even care about the news anymore.
Instagram.
Hell, any ABC outlet would have been saying it just on those regular shows.
All right, there we go.
But yeah.
Does that have to be closer? Or does that have to be far away?
No, that's good.
But yeah. We're starting the veto, tomorrow.
Tommy Two Guns. You feel me?
Anyway,
We're starting.
He
Brandon
actually-
Allen.
What do you think of Jalen Milroe, YTC?
He's playing horrible right now.
He's on.
YTC.
He's on fraud
what-
watch.
That's why I
I've
said
been-
he's a project pick. But what's up, Sentinel?
Well, I've been dying to ask you this, bro. Are the Maras dumb enough to trade 3 first-round draft picks for Kyle Shanahan as their head coach?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay. Damn.
That's out of the ordinary. We never trade for head coaches.
Fuck.
Wait, you thought you were gonna fleece us?
Yeah. Well, after fleece North
Just
Carolina.
fleece the Bears. It's easy.
Hey, listen,
I'll fleece the Bears.
fleece the Panthers. They're gonna be easy to fleece. Go fleece
The
them.
Steelers done it twice. Well, no, the Bears fleeced us with fucking.
Fleece the
Boston.
Panthers.
that is cool.
You know, I would have fleeced the Jags. That would be the one to fleece.
Oh no, you want to fleece a team? Fleece the Jets. They'll give you anything just for a quarterback or anybody resembling a
that
quarterback.
actually makes sense. They're very desperate right now. They don't have a coach.
If Rodgers wants to leave, he doesn't want to play for them. No, he said it himself.
And you know who wants to go coach over there? Rex Ryan. So that
Of
should,
course.
You know,
Hey, he was the left.
Wasn't he already there?
No,
Yeah.
he's been
but
gone.
he
Rex
wants to go
Ryan.
back.
No, I'm
He was
saying,
going to go
didn't he
back.
coach there before?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yes,
that
he
was
did.
ironically, that was the last time they made the playoffs when he was their coach.
I really. I mean, if we can get.
2010, yeah. All right, year
Would
the
you-
Steelers went to the Super Bowl.
I'm just thinking, how do we get our draft capital back that we gave up? Because that really hurt a lot of ours.
Hey, listen, that's my plan B. If we're not picking top 3 to get a quarterback trade back and use the capital for Arch Manning next year.
Yeah.
Now you guys are getting just four Sanders. Oh my
No, I'm
God.
just saying. Hey, listen, as long as it ain't Ewers or Beck, that's all that matters. As long as it ain't those 2 other quarterbacks, that Georgia quarterback and Texas quarterback.
Man, my gut's telling me like you guys are gonna do something like last year. when you guys get a quarterback, you picked up you got a wide receiver. That Malik Neighbors dude is gonna be good for a long time in New York. Now he just needs someone to throw the ball.
Yeah, and look how Spencer Rattler was doing. You guys told us to draft him. He's playing horrible with the Saints. He got benched for Derek Carr again.
That's another place Shanahan could be traded to. That are stupid enough to take him.
Hey, Michael,
Shanahan?
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Jones is starting over there. He gets a job over in New Orleans. So it's not hard to beat out Derek Carr.
Ooh, and Kyle was rumored to have drafted Mac Jones.
Spongy.
Earlier.
Spongy. You know, notice how
No, but
nobody cares.
my money's the Raiders or Jets. He's going to his next team. That's my money.
Damn, this is
Dang
bright
Jones.
as fuck.
You
That's
heard
my
me.
Well, what do you
He'll be a
say?
Yeah, well, this is like I'm talking about like several years in the future. You know, just
I look at TRO, but yeah, what's up, Sponge? General Booty. Oh my!
General
I
Booty.
forgot about that quarterback. I forgot about him.
He's starting for ULM right now, University of
What up,
Louisiana,
Chad?
Monroe.
Oh wow! Hey, listen,
but-
Hey,
listen.
TRL, congratulations on Arizona
Hey, listen,
State.
Chad. Hey, Chad, I'll entertain you. Imagine we draft a guy like that named General Booty and he ends up beating the Eagles. You'll get clapped by a guy that names General Booty. And you guys run the tush push.
They call me General Booty because I clap them cheeks.
Hey, so YTC when Justin Fields is a free agent, will the Giants give him?
Huh.
Hell no. Fuck no. Hey, he'll be a good. Hey, listen, he'll be a good second running back next to Tyrone Tracy for sure.
No,
He'll be a good
send him to New Orleans. So
He'll be
send
a-
the entire draft
Listen.
class to New Orleans.
He'll be a good RB2 right next to fucking Tyrone. That's it.
Well, you know what? I hope this doesn't happen, but this just popped in my head. Kyle Shanahan will be dumb enough to sign Justin Fields.
He
Oh,
will.
if he signs Joe,
He will.
I'll sign him.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go and get put Tanner Mordecai back on the practice squad and get Daniel Jones as our QB4.
during the draft process, like Shanahan likes that familiarity, and he's familiar. So like, I know Dobbs' contract is in after this year. I know Allen's contract is, and so he'll be a very cheap guy to get because.
Oh, pennies on the dollar, dude.
So
He could just be an extra body we throw at, like elite, defenses who are trying to be chippy.
listen, I know Steve-O, he's a huge Shanahan supporter because every time like we talk, he always like asks like, oh, but you guys, Steve-O. But I semi agree with Steve-O when it comes. Shanahan is not a bad coach. He should not be a head coach, is what I'm always saying.
That's my opinion too. He's a glorified offensive coordinator.
That's even better, John. Bustin Fields will be the Giants.
Ew.
So hold on.
No.
So Michael had some choice words for you earlier.
Fuck no, he's too sensitive. He won't last with our media. Fuck no.
Michael
Who?
had some choice words for you
It's
earlier.
Bustin.
Oh, I keep
He's making shit up.
But hey, listen,
No,
Bustin
no.
wouldn't.
Part of
hey,
the
listen,
reason why I want to
Bustin would not survive our toxic fan base and fucking toxic media.
Man,
Dude,
I'll
that's
shoot
why I
Bustin on
want
site.
Shanahan
Fuck
to
that
go
nigga,
to.
bro.
That's why I want Shanahan to go to either the Jets or the Giants because I want Shanahan to get the karma of all that.
Oh no, they're gonna.
Kissing.
Oh no, if he
because we
plays
kissed
like
his
he played with
ass
you guys
here.
in the playoffs, they're gonna fucking go after him. Everybody, they don't play.
Yeah,
that shit
that's
in
what I
New York.
want. Yeah, that's what
They
I
don't-
want.
Y'all better
That shit
shoot
in
him
New
on
York.
site, man. Fuck him.
No, because he's always everybody's always critical of Grant Cohn for asking quote unquote the hard questions or being a troll or whatever. But the fact of the matter is,
No.
he's been right about Shanahan,
Yeah.
and Shanahan can't stand it. And
I know,
Shanahan, go ahead.
Oh no, we're ruining Shanahan's ego if he comes here.
Shanahan.
Yeah, that's why I want him to go there. He needs to be humble.
So I finally saw that video that everyone's been like yapping about that that Grant Cohen got under Shanahan basically the question was very simple. He basically said, do you allow Brock Purdy to audible and motion and detect all that stuff, and do RPOs, all that stuff?
Damn.
And Shanahan says if you watch
I'm not hiding.
the plays, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. And then he tried to get him again, and of course Kyle snapped. But at the same time, at the same time, you do have to think about this. Even though some people say the question was disrespectful, just think about this. What he's trying to do. Are you, Kyle? Are you really allowing Brock Purdy to audible? Because I do not see audibles. Anyway.
Yeah, that's the question. The way he presented the question was, "Hey, listen, we don't think you're giving Brock enough freedom at the line of scrimmage. Here's the question: are you or aren't you?" And he basically said, "Well, I give him to built-in free. So built-in." I'm thinking to myself, so you don't fully have this guy, and allowed to call your plays. His own plays or change everything. You basically have him following a script, and he has your scripted audibles. Is that what I'm hearing?
At this point, he needs to pull a Rodgers and go rogue. Rodgers said many times he went rogue with McCarthy over there.
So ITC, your New York Giants is on the hook to pay $12 million of Daniel Jones, even though he's cut. But you guys are
20
saving,
yeah, we're giving 20 million dead cap.
you guys are saving 23 million because of injury guarantee. So you guys are not paying this injury guarantee.
Yeah,
so
that's what. If he would have.
I was wrong. Wrong.
Listen,
numbers.
Hey, listen. If he would have waived his injury clause, he would have still been here, even though they would have benched him already. But yeah, he asked for his release.
Because if you guys put him on IR, that's 23 million. So you guys dodged the bullet.
Hell no.
So you guys are just paying the remaining, which is the 12 million. Remainder of the year.
That's why I was happy with the year 2 opt-out for that. Yeah.
Hey, Michael had some choice words for you earlier.
For either scenario.
When he found out that your basketball team lost to the Jazz.
Oh my god! Yeah, that was horrible. Hey, listen. Once again, I said it. Come talk to me in February when it matters most after the All-Star break. That's all I gotta say. That's when we'll see. But yeah, that's a bad loss.
You say whatever you want about UCLA. They are a brand. It's just unfortunately they're not a football brand. But
Gatiro football seems so count. Yeah.
So many
Grant
people
went to UCLA.
You can say whatever you want.
So
many people go to UCLA. Oh, what a good run! He's still on his feet, and he takes.
Well, both these South Cal teams. Yeah.
I can call them. All right, there you go.
Anyway,
Perfect.
Southern Cal.
I have to say this. Fuck Stanford. You suck. We still have your stupid axe. Beat us here to get it back. Ariel, I'm done. I'm happy.
That's our axe. It belongs to us. It belongs to us. That's our axe.
It's now 4 years in a row that we have.
Oh, John, you're
4 years in a row.
You're ahead of me.
Who cares? Because John's local.
Yeah, John's local, of course. It's in the California.
Local. I'm watching it on NBC, but for whatever the reason, every game that I watch is always fast.
Dummy.
Even when they show an Eagles game, I'm still ahead of Spongy.
That's true.
Yeah, because he doesn't use the bodega TV.
Listen, when your running
man.
back ran for that touchdown against New Orleans, I did not say nothing, and then 5 seconds later, I let you celebrate. I did not want to take that moment away from you.
Oh, that's true.
See, Spongy, that's what's called, being really gracious. Spongy, you get on people's nerves a lot, and you say a lot of dumb stuff. But John is a nice enough person, nice enough human being to really let you feel that joy without spoiling. So that's a good friend.
And I appreciate John. I appreciate you for that because you are the only one who does that. Because Michael, whenever I'm on his screen for one of my team's games,
oh my god, no one cares about your obsession.
Hey, listen, I let you through the Commanders and Eagles. You were way ahead. So yeah.
Hey, Gavin's team is still in first place. It's a soccer
no, they're not. No, the Eagles are actually first place right now.
I'm talking about the soccer team because he kept.
Man City. Because Man City's ass and shit like that.
Get on, kid. His team
We're
is
still
ass.
second place, you cunt. Shut the hell up.
You don't know nothing. Get on, kid. You suck.
At this point, random editor, expect the unexpected with this entire.
We're still second place, and when we get Roger back, you're all cooked until next year.
For sure, I bet you money that when Liverpool and your team plays, he's
the entire world is talking. There's a difference between your football team losing and your soccer team losing. It's a whole different world, bro.
Oh,
God damn.
Well, what does it feel like for me?
No,
a
for
football loss feels
football,
like
it's
I
more
lost.
heartbreaking
Yeah,
for me.
it hurts
No,
way
but
more.
for soccer, you
Like
got the
losing
entire
bet.
world on your ass. The entire
No, I'm
globe.
talking.
Fuck.
No, because for me, that's the only sport I really take more seriously than all the other 3 sports that I root for the other teams in my region. That's why I take us losing with the Giants more personally. Because my number one, so I played it, I watched it, so that's why it's more serious.
Same with me.
Oklahoma
Same with
6
me.
and 5. They're bowl eligible.
Damn, these
Huh,
breaks are.
come on, we just gotta win a few more.
How can I say this? Like, there are Liverpool fans from the country of Egypt because Mohammed Salah is an Egyptian. So,
So they're Mohammed sexuals. That's what.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh my
Salah's
God! Don't say that
Messi
near a
is to
mosque.
Hey, listen, Salah's what Messi is to Argentina. You saw how they had a whole city block.
Oh, you know what?
That's
I am going to
probably what
say
he
this,
is.
and I don't know if Crazy Juice is in the chat, but I'm going to say this. Bob Bradley, the coach that the U.S. men's, he discovered Mohammed Salah. Mic drop. I don't know why American.
Hey, he drove up Egypt's economy after that.
I don't know why
Salah.
American soccer fans have so much ill will to Bob Bradley. What he did in the 5 years he was head coach of the soccer program, he grew it so great. But again, he couldn't beat Mexico. But Mexico at the time was a really good team. But anyway,
At the
You
time,
gotta be-
that would suck.
Listen, here's what I know about human nature, and unfortunately,
They treat
people
that man
want
as
to be
God.
entertained.
That man
And
is God.
Americans
over there,
aren't
Mohammed Salah.
entertained in a sport unless we're winning. That's just human nature. You're not going to
It's
be.
called soccer. No, stop.
I mean, it's
kids.
listen. I'm indifferent to the WNBA, for example, but we're getting a WNBA team called the Golden State Valkyries. If we're
Golden State
winning,
Valkyries.
I'm going to be watching those games. That's
I'm not
just
gonna lie,
human
that's a
nature.
badass name.
The
That's a
United
badass
States.
name.
Yeah, it is. I actually
The
was
Valkyries,
talking to
Golden
talking to
State Valkyries.
another person about that. Valkyrie is basically the angels who would preside over the dead
Yeah,
Viking
that and
soldiers and take them to Valhalla. That's such a fucking badass name, and they were like warriors themselves. So
it's another for Nordic warriors. Yeah,
So-
that's crazy.
yeah,
I want to I like
female Nordic warriors.
I know
so
you guys
it's
know
perfect.
Yeah,
Alexi Lawless. He has a podcast. A lot of people don't like him because he tells the truth, and he said
Gosh,
this.
look at that Oklahoma field. That is packed.
He said this. American soccer fans, when
Are
we
dumb.
are good, we watch. When we are bad, we basically throw temper tantrums.
Yeah, we're fair weather fans over in
And
the
so,
U.S. stuff.
one good
I'm
example-
not.
One good example was the Copa America. We had a decent group. Uruguay was the only nation we had to worry about.
I didn't even
Panama,
watch that shit.
it's not that good, and of course,
That's fair
Bolivia.
weather shit, but yeah.
We performed so bad that a lot of people, just got sick and tired of it. And the U.S. Federation, I'm so glad that they put their hands down and said this.
Oh,
We're bringing Pochettino. We're bringing a guy who checks all the boxes for all these oopy soccer fans. He coached in Europe, okay? He coached in Europe. He speaks English, and boom. Because American soccer fans are the most dumbest fans when it comes to soccer.
Not
That's
me.
why
I'm
we don't go nowhere.
intelligent.
I'm just a casual one who's watching.
I'm not delusional like most of these Europeans, bro. I keep it real.
The one thing I admire about the Europeans is the fucking songs and chants. That's really
That's
about
about
it.
it.
That they
No,
sing in the crowd. No,
That's
this
the
creative
only
shit.
way we're good in soccer. First, eliminate the salary cap, and then we can compete with Europe. Number two, let's stop thinking the way Europeans think, because we're not Europeans. These idiots we gotta be Europe when it comes to soccer. No, we don't. Fuck that.
No, we don't. Let them win at the sport. We have our sport.
We're Americans. But soccer fans wants us to adapt how Europeans. No, we're not.
No, we're America. We got football, apple pie, fucking now stop.
What else they got? What else do they got? So they got cricket. They got
Freedom
fucking
of speech.
rugby.
They got cricket. We got baseball. Lick our nuts.
Yeah.
Do it. Let's do it.
They got
our way.
rugby. We got football. That's all we need.
A good
Exactly.
example, when we were in the Olympics.
I mean,
The first time we were in the Olympics, and everyone
They
was
got badminton. We got
criticizing
tennis.
the coach.
Whatever.
Criticizing the coach. You were allowed to have 3 overage players, and they did not bring any of the good. No, we got to do how the Europeans do it. We got to do it. No, fuck that.
Damn, random editor. Damn. Shout out to random editor.
They got
Fans got
F1.
to
We
be
got NASCAR. You feel
what
me?
it feels like being an Eagles fan, beating up on small teams, barely
Yeah.
winning and choking when it matters. Well, that's just a fact. I mean, it's an opinion, but it's also a fact.
I want to apologize for throwing my outburst, but again, I argue with soccer fans every day, and they think if we do what the British do,
What?
fuck our
Keep our
grand-
teeth
man.
yellow?
no,
Man, fuck our
No,
grandfathers overseas.
Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just America has its own identity.
Yeah.
Do
we don't
not
have to listen.
change.
We don't have to listen to
You're gonna change
Grandpa. Grandpa Britain.
What? Let's what? Keep our teeth yellow and not get braces? That's what we're gonna do?
Right. Or inbreed
Or
our
put the-
royals or whatever.
Or put the letter U in certain words. Come on.
Yeah.
What else do they
Oh.
do? What? They eat blood sausage, whatever that shit, whatever that shit is.
Haggis.
haggis.
You're weird if you eat a
Haggis.
lamb heart or whatever the fuck. that is.
Haggis,
What the
tea,
fuck?
fish and chips. Now stop.
Fish and
Fish
they're
and
called
chips
fries.
is good. That's just fries with like fried
Just
catfish,
fries
fried
with
nut
cod.
Yeah.
And tartar sauce.
what are we talking about?
We're talking about how dumb the Brits are.
Yeah,
Oh, well, everyone knows that.
Yeah, we're talking about. Hey, listen, they still own part of your country though in Canada.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, you know what's funny?
If you're from Canada, you are
You know
a
what's funny?
British person.
Oh,
You are a
yeah,
British
right.
person
Oh, wait,
He's British.
because you still have the Queen on your
British.
currency.
Also, kid's British, so therefore,
Awesome
Sir
Kid is
Skippy,
British.
Philly, no, Philly
Eugene
owns New
Smith, or
York.
No,
Skippy the
you're British.
Esquire.
We're British.
Yes, we
You're
got
British.
we got Esquire Skippy in the house.
Local, the Chicago Blackhawks.
No, we got Philly.
Sir Skippy
We got Philly
Esquire
over
the
here.
Cornelius the Third. Now stop.
And Philly
Bro, you're
owns
Canadian.
New
You've got the Queen on your money. Also, Canadian healthcare
The Queen is
Oh, you got the
dead.
Queen on
is
your money?
worse than
Stop
American
that.
healthcare. I can't believe I've come to say that. The
Hey, listen,
Canadian
they wait for you
healthcare
to
is
on your
worse.
deathbed to wait for a new kidney. You'll be on your
Yeah,
deathbed
no,
waiting.
you know what they do
American.
now? You know what they suggest? They suggest to kill yourself if like you're having
Oh,
too
fuck
many
off.
health problems.
No, you
Ah.
dirty, filthy Americans.
Oh, fuck off! I'd rather just
Yeah.
get my happy.
Hey, hold on. Did you call
Wait,
me?
hold up. Hold
Oh,
up.
fuck off! I'd rather get my happy ending before I fucking die.
Especially you,
Cool.
New York. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
not ever
Michael, buddy.
disgrace Americans. Do
Did you just
Michael?
call us?
no,
New
no,
York?
fuck that. No,
First
fuck
off, we
that.
feed the world's economy. We're the mecca of the economy and sport. What the fuck you mean, fuck New York?
Nah,
We're the,
nah, yeah,
no, you,
and
no,
he's
you-
saying fuck Florida.
we're
Florida
the,
is
hey, listen,
Florida-
we're the international
Florida's
economy of
awesome.
the world. Everybody in the world comes to New York for the fucking economy and Wall Street. We're
You
the
know what?
economy that
You
feeds
know
the
what?
California, as fruity as it is fucking awesome.
You know
and
what?
Florida
fruity
is
as it
way
is.
better.
Yeah, Florida,
You know
Florida
what?
is way better.
Philly,
fuck
you know,
Philly.
no, Philly owns New York. Washington owns.
Fuck off.
Hold on. I have to say this. Even though I'm not a
Yeah,
big
you-
LeBron James fan,
At least we're not getting owned by the
LeBron
fucking
James
British.
beating up that stupid Canadian team. There you go.
You're the one getting owned by the British right now.
Real
But
quick,
also with that
that's
queen
why
right
we
now.
have Nick owning the Raptors.
Mm-hmm.
The Queen
what
is
happens-
dead
what
and
happens
she's
when-
still on your
what happens in
money.
the finals, though?
You're
And you're
British.
still bowing to her for a new kidney when you fucking now stop.
You know what?
down.
Canada's actually owned by the French and the British to a certain extent. So they like gang
Also,
bang.
not to mention your prime minister was
Fidel
Doing
Castro's
his-
son is Fidel Castro's bastard son.
over here on his
He was-
Random
He was-
editor,
he was a
random
teenager.
editor. If that's the case, then why does everybody come here in Florida when winter comes?
Well, the same
That
reason
would
people from
be-
other states come to New York.
They
We're
go
no
to
different,
Texas.
The
Mike. Like every
shithole
big
of
city.
America currently is Washington D.C.
Facts.
That's the literal shithole of
I
America.
thought,
And
I thought it was Philly.
And then Philadelphia's like the
That's
sphincter.
where all the that's where all the out of touch people who rule us.
No, New York is where all the hood and the game industry.
Oh, he's going after New
Yeah.
Oh, the
York.
hood. Oh, because you're too pussy to.
Yeah,
Oh, because
nah,
you
the
fuckers
game-
with your
There's-
healthcare too.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, that's fine.
That's
We
an
don't want
insult.
you
That's
here.
a, dude,
We don't.
that's an
we don't
insult
wanna-
to like.
We don't
San
want a bunch
Francisco's
of
tough,
pussies from
dude.
Canada coming over here. That's
Gang,
the case.
gang. That's all I have.
Yeah, because y'all
Listen,
too pussy to
I've
come
got
over
some
here.
family in Canada. And they are
Y'all too.
They're wet behind it.
Y'all be
They're
killing
real
each other.
soft.
Y'all be
Y'all
killing each other.
motherfuckers too pussy to come over here anyways.
Y'all be killing each other, so why would I want to be?
Killing each other. You kill each other with the free healthcare. You're making people wait until their deathbeds for kidneys.
I mean, it's very
Yeah,
Your healthcare is so bad in Canada right now. You know what doctors are selling or
Isn't it
advocating?
supposed to be free though?
Suicide.
Yeah, when
Guess
everything's
what?
free,
Guess what?
nobody's treating
No,
equally.
no. We will not tolerate America's slander.
Michael, aren't you Mexican?
No, he's not. Hell no. No.
He said
Oh
he's
yeah,
not
we found
Mexican.
out Michael is Hispanic.
No, he's not. He's probably fucking. I don't know. He's
luckily
probably
I'm not.
Colombian or some shit.
Well, get on, kid. He's your problem now. Thank
No,
God
he's
I'm
not.
Wait a minute. Wait. Michael, are you Mexican?
My last name.
Motherfucker doesn't know what chilaquiles are. Get the fuck out of here.
So that means that Michael has Mexico in his lineage.
Wait, so
Yeah,
that
that
would
last
mean
name's
like
someone-
he's
it
like
had to be
Tyrone
someone of his
Biggins.
lineage.
Technically, Michael is Hispanic, and you
So-
have to accept that.
Well, too bad.
Hey,
I'm here to
listen.
take away his Latino card. So, yep.
Hey,
I'm
listen,
gonna-
Michael. Was there someone that slept with the household mistress? In your lineage. That's
Arnold
why you could have been
Schwarzenegger?
conceived with the last name.
Spongy, can you say the Terminator actor's name?
We're not doing this, Michael, anymore.
Sylvester. Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Guess what?
So I like Sylvester Stallone more than Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a great. Stallone is a great director, writer, and actor. Stallone is a one-hit wonder.
Fuck.
I mean, Schwarzenegger is a one-hit wonder, but I love Schwarzenegger too. But you're an asshole. Screw you.
Michael, guess
and
what?
Boston.
But
Canada. What the BSL?
chicken butt.
BRB.
Chicken butt.
Michael.
Mike's still damn immature. And now you just came with the perfect timing, random editor.
Michael.
Can't talk, Michael.
Michael.
Michael, guess what? Real quick, bud.
No
Shut
one
up for a
cares. No, I can't shut
My
up for a
flyer-
minute.
my-
You
my
cannot
flyers-
shut me up.
My Flyers are playing your
Nobody
Blackhawks.
cares. Nobody cares.
Weren't we all peaceful shitting on Canada and Philadelphia just a few minutes ago? Now we're getting to this.
My hockey team is playing your
Nobody
hockey team.
cares. Nobody
You
cares.
care. You care.
That's a
You
AOP. Look
care.
at this.
Canada's healthcare.
If you're deceased, they'll personally deliver your kidney when your fucking bones and fucking fertilizer when you by that time.
I know.
When you grieve.
An American went to Canada just as a joke, and he walked into a hospital and everything is free. Basically, like you can go in there, you don't need insurance. But he waited 8 hours. He waited 8 hours before he finally got to speak to someone, and he had to fill out forms. And after 12 hours, he said, "You know what? I don't have time to do this." So he just walked out of the clinic, and it really showed you how bad it was. And a lot of people got really mad, because like, oh, this guy's like, he's making it personal, crossing the line, yada yada yada. But he did show something that
The filthy Canadian is here.
And the pedophile is on the top above.
not-
him, so what's the point?
free is not always good, and there's a reason why you pay for stuff. Again, for service, and so that's why you have insurance. People who want to pay private stuff in America, and I'm glad
Yeah,
that there's
independent.
private stuff, like a private market, allowing people like, you know what, I can do the free stuff, but maybe I'll pay a little bit. Like my older brother tells me, because he lives in San Diego, I would rather pay for good service. I'd rather pay a good company to fix my house, or do it myself and have something go wrong.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like certain things, you got to go private. For example, if you've got a bad case of the munchies, you got to go private. You got to go 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Definitely something, the Slurpees, whatever sandwiches.
In my economics class, because I did take it because like I was debating what I was going to do, but economics, my teacher would say, imagine you had 10 burger places, and it was like, and a lot of smart ass, students, why 10 places, like, and the the economics professor was like, well, if there's 10 burger places, you have 10 food chains, 10 burger chains. And so people have the option to pick what they want to pay their money. Maybe they love this burger because of the taste, or they love this for the affordability or the convenience of how you walk. And so basically having more stuff. When I was a kid, I used to always complain, why do we have so many cereals? That's it. Why don't and then people have options. Some cereals are cheap, some are more high end, some are more tastier, some are whatever. Some have sugar, some have no sugar. So the more options you have, the more competition. And that's how you grow an economy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cheerios
Startup.
Cheerios versus cornflakes. That will never stop. Just look at it that way.
Cornflakes all day, in my experience.
Coke versus Pepsi.
Yeah, Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
Burger King, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Domino's.
Pepsi Cola, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, Popeyes.
Yeah.
Popeyes clears, but whatever.
So and of course different cell phone services.
Yeah.
I hate all of the cell phone services.
I know, also-
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
Yes.
Hey, listen, they're just slowly killing me with the 5G radiation. Just do it already.
Yeah. Yeah, we should just invade and take over Canada.
I mean, we'll just send our prisoners over
And we should
there.
do the same thing for Mexico and just create like one big united country of America.
You sure you want to deal with the cartel out there?
Let's kill all the cartels and start, drilling oil in Mexico.
And just we could just make them a puppet city. I don't know, a puppet.
Mexico does not have oil. If anyone wanted
They don't have their own natural resources.
Where's the oil? Where's the oil in the desert region
Well,
going to be?
technically, Venezuela, which is a country I'm not going to even talk about.
Oh, that corrupts.
Oil.
Go ahead.
They have oil, and so
Yeah.
you have so much oil, but everything else is so expensive. It really shows you. But yes, some places have oil, other places don't. And this is the reason why people complain about why do we got to buy oil from the Middle East? Because they have so much of it. They're so lucky. That's why those kingdoms, they're called kingdoms, their citizens live in like rich, and many rich from around the world would rather go over there. It's just how it is.
Well,
Just like everybody knows, their supply is going to run out. And so America, we have our supply in case we have to be an oil producer. And
also, we have a partner called Canada who actually has fracking going on and creating a shitload of oil. And this pisses me. It reminds me of Biden, and it pisses me off because the first thing Biden did when he got into office was kill the Keystone Pipeline. That was a huge project that would have moved millions and millions and millions of billions of gallons of oil from Canada to the United States to be processed into gasoline and different oils. It killed 35,000 blue-collar jobs with one swipe of a pen. And it would have made us that much more energy independent.
Mm-hmm.
So, the whole, run on green technology, listen, that's being mismanaged. The only one who's actually managing green technology pretty well in the way like the environmentalists want is Elon Musk. And he's in the fucking Trump cabinet right now. So, I don't know what else to tell you. I would rely just on nuclear, but the Democrats are no longer for the working class. I thought they were. I thought they were for the middle class and the working class. They're not anymore. They're the agenda class. They're the elitist class. They're the, when we're fat and, there's a roof over our head, we don't give a shit.
Both parties suck in general, just because.
Of course.
Just because, like more people who have common sense are actually moving to the elephant. Doesn't mean they're going to change because once January happens.
Right. Well, you never know. You never know what'll happen in between from here to January 20th. I'm just saying.
Politics are going to happen. Okay.
You never know what could happen.
And people can say whatever they want. That a lot of the world is angry right now because of because again he can say how the relations diplomatically you have to work, but most people don't want the next 4 years because America does dictate how the world feels, and so we talk about us, but geopolitically, that's a different conversation.
I think geopolitically we'll do just fine. We did just fine the last time.
Russia and China are happy, and I'm going to tell you why. Because now they're able to do the shit that they want to do.
Yeah, and we got to get them back in check.
The new president talks about how good the Chinese, even though he's a bad, and how the Russian. It shows
peace through strength. We have to have peace through strength. That's what I believe.
That's about it.
All.
And
peace through strength actually has worked. It actually does work. So long as everybody is taken care of, peace through strength does work. Just ask Ronald Reagan. He wasn't a great president, but peace through strength does work.
Economically, like what I learned, economically, he did create a millionaire class because of how he ran the country. But besides all of that, there's a lot of controversy. Every president has a lot of bad controversy, but they always...
He flipped California permanently blue. We're never going back to a conservative state. We are the preeminent state
New Jersey
when it comes to
red,
all future progressive politics. We are the preeminent state. And it was because he signed the 1986 immigration bill. I don't know how, but it made California permanently blue for some reason.
I just went reverse swing state, but yeah.
So essentially, we got to the point in 2000 where it was basically California versus Texas, and then Bill Gates. I don't even know the 2000 election. What I've noticed is the left and the right have, are really are sort of, everything's being pulled left. So everything that's right is becoming more moderate. Everything that is liberal has become super, super woke or leftist.
Well, because the society allowed it to happen. It's not the politicians. Society has allowed it to happen. And
so when I say I'm a '90s
I remember when I went to school, my home life compared to my school life was so different. Okay, my home life was living in the real world. My school life, the teachers who taught me, I hated school, and so I didn't really take anything I learned from school to the real world. I learned real life by my family, my environment, things like that. So that's about it. When I was at City College of San Francisco, Google it. It's a real school. I had a lot of friends, and then one day they started hanging out with the wrong crowd. And then one day, one of my professors, was talking about football, American football, and I was in a math class. During the football team in Washington, D.C. And I was the only person, even though it was supposed to be math, who basically told the teacher the reality of what happened, and her tone changed when I told her the real story, why they were called that.
Wait,
you know what?
Wait, you went from your friends to okay, so you were in high school when this happened?
I'm in college. I'm taking a math class, and the teacher's talking about the football team in DC. Teacher.
Oh, the Redskins.
Yeah, and so I never called them that. I always called them like the skins or just red. I never called the two words because
right. Okay.
Or the skins that started with F.
I call them the dead skins. Even Cowboy fans call them
I call them the F skins. If you know the.
I know a lot of people big skins because
the foreskins
all is made of. So a lot of people, even who are fans, knew what that meant. But again, anyway. Back to the story. The owner, who was not a huge fan of a certain group of people, would rather have his team be named after Native Americans, and so eventually, that's why the team got its name. It wasn't a good way to learn, how that team got a name, but the name before that.
What was the name before that? The N word? The Washington.
basically
Weren't they the Boston Braves before?
basically the NFL, slowly integrated black players. It wasn't how it was in that era. That owner basically was like, you know what? I'm going to name this just to piss off a group of people. That's the reason why it was named that. And so a
the
lot
Redskins.
of when I tell them the story, they don't like hearing it, but it's really true.
They were the Boston Braves before, I think.
They were the Boston Braves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And so a player was supposed to go there and, to piss him off. He says, we're going to, again, I'm not going to tell the exact story because I don't want to sound disrespectful, but that's the PG way of saying it. So one owner, felt one way of another group of people and felt a good way. So basically he did do something good, but basically pissing off other people. So the name's always been controversial.
Okay. The Cleveland Indians. I think changing the name the Cleveland Indians was just sacrilege. To be honest.
Before that, they were the Spiders. The fans hated.
The
owner went
listen.
back.
The whole thing about Chief Wahoo, okay, it's a cartoon. The mascot. All right, maybe you could change up the mascot's look a little bit, but the way the Cleveland Indian looks on a baseball cap is pretty fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Forced to change our mascot up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I would say yes. They would need to progress that up because it looks too. It's going to begin to look too
stereotypical.
Yeah, like the old movies where they have the real stereotypes of like black people or Chinese people. Kind of
thing. You saw the stereotypes they had.
Or Irish
people. They were having them for cartoons. No wonder the kids that grew up and became old gramps are racist.
Jesus.
YTC, you actually brought up a really, really good point. Society changes. And in those, times, that's how people were perceived. Okay. Back then, we were not alive over there, but if we were over there, a lot of us would probably be a bit stereotypical because that's how the norm was. Okay. And as time has evolved, society has basically like what the Constitution wants us. We have to intermingle. We have to learn how to continue to progress this society, decades after decades, and it takes time. And so a lot of adaptations of that era was how people portrayed people. And that's how people were. Okay. And so after the war ended, the 50s and all the way, and basically after World War II, society really progressed more of an open-minded society and, the progress of the world. And so a lot of that stuff is what people saw in those eras. I'm Chinese and I can say this. When people came off the boats, they wore that. They had those mustaches, and their English was very bad, and so that's what people saw.
So, John, just to because I've always wondered, you identify with, like, if you were to go to the DMV and say, okay, ethnicity, would you mark Pacific Islander, Asian? I know I don't mean to come off that way, but you're very ethnically diverse. So I was just wondering if you identify, because like I'll just say I'm a white guy, even though I'm like half Jewish and half Irish.
I put other because if I check Latino, then then like that.
Nah, I just go with white / Caucasian and then put for ethnic Latino. That's it.
I am not. I'm going to use the correct term. I'm not Caucasian because that's just what it is. I'm not fully Chinese.
I am full Caucasian.
So
I'm a
Caucasoid. Other and
Caucasoid.
Called mixed, because even if you're not like you can still put mixed. Because a lot of people Latino and Hispanic are so weird terms that are very hard to understand because there's so many Latin nations in the world, and so not everyone is the same thing.
Spain is a Latin nation,
so that same thing. Portuguese is a Latin nation, even though they don't speak Spanish. Okay.
Yeah, they speak Brazilian.
Okay. Okay.
No, they speak sports. They speak Portuguese.
Brazilian Portuguese. They don't speak the European type.
Just like Americans speak American English and the British speak British English.
Yeah, and Mexican Spanish is different from Castilian-inspired Spanish.
Castellano. That's the proper. Just like Mandarin is like
Castellano.
It's like the Mandarin is like the sophisticated way of speaking Chinese. Cantonese is the working class. You know, like with all the
mix. So that's the mix. So the proper is
every
the
time
Spain.
you walk by and you're listening to Chinese people speak and they're speaking very loudly. That's Cantonese. Mandarin is more formal, so it's less vocal and more of a lower tone. Now you can distinguish the difference. Okay, and then you can also tell by how the families are, like the clothes. More people who speak more of the more upper class clothing, and their kids are perfectly in English, while the poorer kids still speak their native language. Just like Latin kids speak their native, but they also speak English. Castellano is more like a formal, like a British Spanish, like more proper. So some Spanish people, like you would not even know, because I have a friend. People think he's a blonde, white Latin dude from Spain. Well, his father.
Damn, this game's been so boring.
Well, you chose to do
hockey
it.
game because my team is playing Michael's team.
Education. Wow, we watch a football game. Education. The more you learn.
Just like the New Yorkers, you know what I'm saying? They don't know.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what?
3, 2,
You going on an American?
Okay,
Let's have Unc.
Is someone from Canada trying to Hamas some shit up?
Funny
Yes.
thing, the funny thing
It's one of those liberal cities in Seattle, which is real team.
It's worse.
Fucking trash.
And you're an Eagles fan. How about that?
And you're a
I know
Sea
you
Chickens
got
fan.
that.
At least
I
I
know
don't.
you
I don't live in enemy territory.
You know what? I
don't live in enemy
like that.
territory.
You're a Commanders fan.
I thought he was an Arizona Cardinals fan.
He lives in
Kid, what are you?
He lives in Seattle. He lives in enemy territory. I don't live in Philadelphia. Hell no. Fuck off.
He called you a Commanders fan. Not sure if you heard it.
Yeah, and that's why he's a fucking Ravens fan with the Lamar jersey too.
Okay.
Bruh.
So why would I have a Lamar jersey? I don't even wear it.
Well, yeah,
He's still
are you
going.
gonna get it
Flacco
signed?
jersey. I have a Joe Flacco jersey.
Are you gonna get it signed?
Something has a Joe Flacco jersey.
Yeah, I know. All of these young kids have like
I can't buy no other jerseys. I'll get called a fake fan then if I.
And we was poor at the time when I had anything, so he gave me
DHgate. You can go to DHgate
Hey,
and
I have some fucking dignity, but whatever.
Hey,
Buying the enemies.
hey, listen. Unless they win a Super Bowl, I ain't buying that fucking jersey. Fuck them. Because you want to know why? I'm not filling the coffers of my fucking owner, who does not want to win and just wants to collect revenue. So if I do save up for a legit Mitchell & Ness jersey, it's going to be one of the players' Super Bowl jersey. Anything else, nobody can really tell the difference between a bootleg and the real thing.
No, just get it from China. I'll just buy it from China. Those sites.
Exactly. That's why I use DHgate.
I'll just buy it in China to get it for like $50-$60 or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you can get it. DHgate is China. You can get it on there for like $30.
One time,
like
my
a
buddy
really good
was so
$30 one.
cheap. Like he went to a store that sold Niner jerseys, and he's like, "I'm not paying this." And then a week later, I said, "Dude, didn't you say you're not going to pay the money?" Oh, I went to one of these websites from China that make like these bootleg,
Bootleg.
So basically, he paid like $19 or $20, $19.99.
Yeah, they do a good job.
But the shipping, because it was $30, but he did say $50.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
But the difference is they don't have the NFL licensing thing. It's just basically like they just make generic.
I thought it was up 1-0.
Who the fuck is dumb enough to look in someone's jersey and try to look in the back to see if it's official or not? Nobody cares.
Exactly. And if they're that close to you in the first place, punch
I'm
them.
about to punch him. What the fuck are you looking in my jersey for?
Yeah, are you like Joe Biden sniffing me or something like that? What the fuck?
Oh, damn. What the fuck are you looking in the back of my jersey to see that tagline for?
CT right now. Mike already scarred me earlier in his earlier stream. The weird
Scarred.
stuff,
TE.
and also the weird stuff
T-
Carcat and
T-
Spongy
E.
were saying.
Wait, what
Because they got.
You were talking about, certain things. And, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not you.
Listen,
Hey, you
I
got.
want
Hey,
to
you got
clarify
John
something.
traumatized and that's it. That's bad. Damn.
I just want to clarify something.
I
John,
wait a
it
minute,
doesn't
I
matter
got
to
a word
me
for
what ethnicity you are at all. It doesn't matter, all y'all. It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are at all. I'm going to treat you.
We're
how you
all
treat me.
football fans here, so
We're all
good.
football
Like
fans
Corey
here.
Davis says, it doesn't matter if you rep for the trashy Eagles. You're still my boy.
Dang.
Tolerate
I'm
him.
sorry.
Did he say that to you, Spongy?
Stop.
I'm sorry, Sponge.
No, did he say that to you, Spongy?
No, Corey would say this. My friend, my brother, we have to forgive him. He's still young. He'll become a red and gold little Spongy.
Did he really say that?
Yes, that.
Oh,
Yes, he did.
oh, that was close to an interception in
And
the red
also,
zone.
like Corey would
That's
say,
really sweet. That's really sweet of the guy
and
to
also
say.
like what he said. Hey, we have to forgive him. He does live in New York. He does root for the Giants, but he'll be a Niner fan.
Hey,
like
Hey, listen. At least he did tributes for the Giants and not the Eagles. Not separate tributes for the Eagles.
I remember we had that Browns fan, David Clark.
Yeah, Spongy knows. Yeah, that's why.
He was like more smarter than most of our content creators. He says, "Listen, Jimmy Garoppolo had a pass-happy offense that makes quarterbacks really good. This guy was very smart, and he says that's why Jimmy was good. That's why Trey Lance, could have been in a happy offense to develop, but he got hurt. And so,
If anything,
when
Kyle's
a
a glorified
Browns
Pat Shermer, but we'll see.
understands that Kyle Shanahan's offense is a pass-happy for quarterbacks that are not like Jimmy or Trey. But when you get and he said, when you get a Brock Purdy who has legs and has a deep arm, the offense is more efficient. Smart
Why do
guy.
people say he has a noodle arm?
If anything, Kyle's a glorified Pat Shermer with accomplishments, but yeah. When
It's
it comes to
mostly
quarterbacks.
those stupid Rams fans. And I'm not talking about Jim Everett or Rudy, but there are other Rams fans that come in there talking about that Jimmy Garoppolo has a stronger arm than Brock Purdy. They're Rams fans. We have to forgive them.
No, they have a Kyle. They just have a Kyle that runs their players to the ground. But yeah. Their own version.
Hey, awesome kid. Are we losing to Virginia Tech now?
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about your dirty ass team.
Yeah,
What's
Yeah,
going on with
you-
Oregon right now?
yeah, you were
My
talking
team's
shit.
undefeated and they're on a bye week.
Still losing to Georgia.
Oh, that's why.
Imagine if
If you lose to Carson Beck,
Imagine
Oh
if
my
Duke
God.
and Oregon was on the schedule. Oh my gosh, I want to see how bad Duke loses.
We will murder them, bro.
Dude, Duke,
Kill them.
oh,
we
Dylan
would put up
Gabriel
a
versus
fight. We would put up a fight.
Who's the quarterback for Duke?
Malik Murphy.
Malik Murphy versus Dylan Gabriel.
Oregon it won't be close, bro.
Dude, I cannot wait for the season to end so we can start to scout Dylan Gabriel because he's a very interesting quarterback.
I kind of want to just kind of keep it realistic at the end of the season. Of,
We'll see what the draft orders
what's
are. They don't
actually
have my
gonna-
priorities.
yeah, of like what's actually going to happen because I
I
honestly
am
don't.
so ready to do the mock drafts.
Definitely. Oh, definitely. The
So
season
bad.
where it ended, they picking number 3. Definitely.
Oh my gosh, they're promoting this stupid game, the Rams and Eagles.
Ah,
Daddy.
you both suck. You both suck. I would have been chanting that in the crowd stop.
Hey, Spongy, how
One
would you
has a
how would you
one
feel
has
if the Rams beat you?
one has a fan and the
Hey,
other has a
It's
bunch
two
of
fan
like
bases we both hate.
gremlins. For
Hey, listen, I got
fandom.
my gripe with Ram fans because of what Rudy and his other fuckboys over there did over to me and fucking Corona and them. I still didn't forget.
Wait! What did they do?
They blocked me and Corona and Carcast for storming their channel, and I was defending
my
them, and they called
God.
me fucking gay, and fucking a woman apparently.
What?
Fuck off.
Whoa!
Down and use the toilet.
Listen.
Me and Corona were there. Stockton popped in the last time. I think it was like in June. Was it June? And I popped
Rudy
in.
does stunts for Danny Trejo and
And
fucking B
and
movies.
then Stockton was like, "Hey Rudy, I texted you and I sent you on your Instagram what those trolls were doing, They were going at you. They were attacking you personally. And then Rudy was like, okay, I'll check it out later. Okay.
And he never unblocked.
You never unblocked, yeah.
Apparently, he's a snitch.
Supposedly, I was going after his mom.
His mom? What? I heard about that. They were going after our genders and shit.
Who would want to go after his mom? Jesus. God, imagine what the woman looks like. Ooh. Let's just leave that alone.
They Stockton blocked me for saying something about his parents.
Wait a
I
minute.
didn't say nothing.
You mean stock on? That's what I call it.
Wait, Stockton?
Like Stockton slap or something.
Wait, Stockton Slap is a fucking Rams fan?
Yes,
Yeah.
that clown blocked me and its other boy.
No. Oh, wait, wait. This doesn't compute with my brain. If you're from Stockton, you're either a Raiders fan or Niners fan. You're not a Rams fan.
Well, first they told me he was up in the state of Washington, and I was like, then when I found out he actually lived in Stockton,
How are they? What?
No.
How are they not sea chicken
he,
fans?
he likes the Dodgers, so I was like, oh crap.
If they're from the state of Washington, how are they not
Listen,
Seahawks
listen,
fans?
I can talk
Yeah.
toward Rudy.
No, exactly. He should be a Seahawk fan and a Mariners fan, not a goddamn fucking.
And a fucking Kraken and fucking Supersonics, or
I mean,
technically
I don't like
Oklahoma,
either of those teams.
since they're technically the former Supersonics.
No.
Yeah.
So the point of the matter is that like I'm able to talk to Rudy about baseball, and the only thing I agree with Rudy. Now it's too late now, but a lot of Dodger fans were like, this has to be the last year of their baseball coach. But now because they have a ring, he's there for a long time now.
Right. And I just want to say, dude, if you see this Stockton Slap guy, let him know that if actual legit Stockton football fans knew about the fact that he was a Rams fan, they'd pull up. They'd be like, they wouldn't pull up, but they'd be like, that dude is sus. That dude's sus as fuck. Rams fan and Stockton. Fuck out
I
of here.
personally don't care what
John, you and I know about Northern California, football politics. That's so sus to me.
I know, during the bubble, the housing bubble, Stockton, the city declared bankruptcy, and they're still dealing with that stuff because of a lot of bad mismanagement.
Yeah,
and so
it's a rough town. That's why a Rams fan coming from it doesn't make sense.
When I was younger, people would talk about how Stockton was more inner, more inside, not nearby the water. So a lot of people would say, but a lot of people don't know this, and it took and I learned this, the hard way, that even though it's more inland away, is that it's a tough place to play. And during the housing bubble, because a lot of people lost their houses, many people would break in those houses, sleep in it, break stuff, all that stuff. And so they had a problem. So I can understand, while
they still got they still got that problem.
That's about it. Because a lot of people think, if you leave SF, because people know San Francisco is a city,
right?
Urban. When you leave, it's supposed to be more. But one thing I've learned more and more, South San Francisco, if you're at the BART station, there's a lot of homeless people, and they're entering, which is considered more like a suburb. Yeah. And then I was just recently at Burlingame, and I'm seeing a lot of houses being for sale because a lot of people can't afford to live there no more.
People want to also get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
And there's more people renting lower affordable homes, and so Burlingame, is also seeing the effects
of homelessness
who are leaving San Francisco.
See, this is what happens when you permanently turn a state blue. You tax the people to such an extent that they can't afford to continually live here. You basically are simply making California into, a medieval England where there's a castle and outside the castle is the peasants, and that's it.
Mhm. Like I said,
I don't know.
it's a
Well,
great
and so-
city. Yeah.
Well, Sentinel, in that case, we better go storm that fucking castle if you want change.
All right,
Yeah.
we back in this bitch.
It's a great city. Like besides all the bullshit, it's a great city. Like if you drive around, like all the hills and all the scenery and all
San Francisco?
and of course, you know, like the view of the waterfront. It's wonderful. But
Are you
besides
talking
all,
about San Francisco or Stockton?
I'm talking about San Francisco.
Oh, of course.
But it's just unfortunately, you know, like
That's what makes me so upset. This
And-
is such a beautiful city.
like
You know, like Vertigo, my favorite Hitchcock film was filmed
this is a
here.
football stream, but there's sometimes
Dirty Harry movies were filmed here, bro. We used to be legit, dude. What the fuck?
So it's just unfortunately, you know, during the height of the .com bubble and the
Yeah.
and the tech boom, many people came out here. And I'm not saying that people who live in like other parts of the country are bad, but the people who come over here are overly educated. They're from Ivy League schools, and the disconnect. I found out more and more of my coworkers are not from here. I found out someone is from Nebraska, but they're from Lincoln, Nebraska, so not the rural part. So that's like a major hub. And another person is from Florida.
The butters.
So, and the person from Florida like talks so much crap, and I just got fed up. Why the hell did you come out here, man? Like you said, Florida's so great. Oh, my husband is a tech worker. So because they offered him more money out
Oh my
here.
God, he's gay?
No, the woman who's
Oh,
That's funny.
woman.
That reaction.
Oh my god, he's gay.
So apparently there was a tech company that said we're leaving Florida and we're going to put an office in the Bay Area. So people are leaving Florida to come to my state.
we're fucking up Florida.
The Jets want to keep
We
Daniel
fucked up
Dimes in
Arizona.
So that's about it.
Becoming so you can't live because of
And by
gas
keeping him
fucking
and by
COVID
keeping him there,
policy.
Sponge, you mean this graveyard because you know how the Jets quarterback history is.
Oh my God, there hasn't been a good Jets quarterback. since
Basically-
Sean Namath.
Basically, Daniel Jones in that regard is getting sent to the gulag, aka the Jets.
Like Chad Pennington, I remember the class that Tom Brady was discovered. Like Chad Pennington,
The gulag.
he played in I think Marshall University, which is like a subdivision one school.
His son is the starter down there now.
So
So
when he arrived to the Jets, he was the same thing as Mark Sanchez, very successful, but got hurt, and he kept getting hurt year after year after year. Finally, in 2006, where he got healthy, they went 10-6, but he just kept getting hurt, and then the Dolphins picked him up, took the Dolphins to the playoffs for the first time in like almost 10 years. But then the following year, he got hurt. And so Chad Pennington was like Jimmy Garoppolo. He was decent in college, really good. A top
Or Carson Wentz.
He just kept getting hurt and hurt and hurt.
Or, so like a Carson Wentz now.
Yeah,
Two-time comeback player of the year.
So, like people forget, Chad Pennington was the only quarterback in that draft class that was drafted in the first round.
Huh.
And then Tom Brady, like the Robert Kraft was so like basically like this is what Tom Brady said in the Brady 6 documentary, that Robert Kraft felt so bad for him. He said, let's just draft him. We have all our needs. You know, we have a good team. We don't really need to do anything. Let's just bring him.
Yeah, Robert Kraft has always been really good to Tom Brady.
That's
Like
his
really
son. Come
good.
on. That's literally his
son.
adopted. He literally adopted him.
And his puppy.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear anybody bitch about how like he had to endure Bill Belichick's bullshit. It was basically a wash at the end of the day.
Hey,
He was
listen,
picked by a billionaire to be the quarterback of his team.
If Kraft had
Come
a
on.
gun to his hand and he had to choose between Belichick and Brady, he's saving Brady 9 times out of 10.
Listen,
of course.
The only thing I will give Grant, his respects is when we had a chance to get Tom Brady, and then Tom Brady went crying to Robert Kraft. Like I said, Robert Kraft had a bit of a soft spot. They said, let's send on Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy G.
Okay.
Porn star Jimmy.
And then back to the Brady 6 documentary.
Rocco manager.
When Tom Brady was a free agent, he was never going to sign with us because he still has this ill will. It's been over, I think, like 20 something plus years. Get over it. You didn't get drafted by your favorite team.
Deal with it. Aaron Rodgers didn't.
Just
so what?
Grow up. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
it's a business.
Listen. This is what Brady doesn't. This is what Brady doesn't understand. And I'm glad Brock Purdy beat his ass at Levi's. I'm
That's
really
how
glad
the NFL is.
Yeah, I'm really glad Brock, as a 49er, beat his ass at Levi's just to prove a point. Listen, dude, Joe Montana was a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He loves Terry Bradshaw. He didn't give a shit about the San Francisco 49ers. And to some degree, he still doesn't give a shit about the San Francisco 49ers because of how we did him when he got injured. He was injury prone, and there was Steve Young and how we did him in terms of him not being allowed to compete. So it's like a Peyton Manning thing, how they identify more as a Denver Bronco. But because Montana accomplished so much here, he's always going to be viewed as a San Francisco 49er. And I think to some extent, Montana
I would like to think just
accepts that as the truth because he believes in himself, reluctantly.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Brady and him, if Montana could have played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he would have played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But that's just not how fate happens. Mm-hmm. But you've got to understand that Brady, because you're a fan of Joe Montana and you lived in the Bay Area growing up and watching him, what you did in Boston, you might have just created the next great quarterback who's coming around the next 20 years. Who's inspired by you specifically, whose team sucked and only lost in one Super Bowl, got their asses kicked by the '85 Bears. You made him into a fan, and he is the next great NFL quarterback. These things are cyclical, but they go from team to team to team, and it's just a really weird cycle that Brady hates on the Niners, specifically Rodgers, because Rodgers is such a woe me, I never beat the team.
Well, Rodgers is entitled, another entitled asshole that went to a dumb team. That's why he wants out.
I know, there are people who know him, and basically there was a thing that came out, and Dawn Dotson, who used to pop in, but because she's a mom, she has her children, she can't do the Wednesday thing. But she and I agree. One time they bumped into Aaron Rodgers. She sent her kids, her girls, and Aaron Rodgers was a dick to them, a dick to children. And then I said that there are reports that he doesn't have a good relationship with his parents. He also sold his childhood home, and technically, I'm not trying to be hypocritical, but he kind of had his parents homeless for a while because of that. But eventually, I can't have my parents, so he got them, some, cheap place, but whatever, and that's why all of his relationship, Danica Patrick, I think dated him for a little bit. There was a woman who was a comedian for that Daily Show. They dated, and she thought, she was gonna get married, and then,
and she did. Who he dated, who exposed him as being gay? Who's the chick?
Damn.
Yeah. Who's the chick who swallowed like a big bunch of hot dogs on G3 back in the day?
Ew.
She
The
played
fuck?
Psylocke in the X-Men movie with that Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse.
Danica Patrick? I don't know.
No, not Danica Patrick. What's her name? Oh fuck, she's like half Chinese, half white. She's smoking hot. She's in The Predator.
She was on the X-Men.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she played Psylocke. The chick.
I don't know all the characters.
What the fuck is her name? Because she dated
Psylocke?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Psylocke. I'm looking at it. Betsy Psylocke, which is it?
Yeah. Okay. Who's
Rachel
the actress?
No, that's not it. I'm looking at.
Oh,
Olivia Munn?
Olivia Munn. Yes, Olivia
There
Munn,
you
who was on who started on G3.
Once I saw that
and
name.
then dated Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a big Star Wars fan, so him and Olivia Munn.
He really dumped that. I'm looking at her right now.
She dressed.
Still looks
She
good at
dressed up as
44.
She dressed up as Princess Leia. So check that out. But yeah,
She still looks good at
she-
44. Jesus, Rogers.
She exposed him as gay, and you know how I know? Because Master at Work's video when we beat Aaron in 2021, he had money on the fucking Packers, and he was pissed off that he went jittery G, fucking jittery Aaron. God damn, you lost the jittery G, and then what he did. I don't know if the video's still up. It must be on his archives, but I love it. It's hilarious. He goes on to detail when Olivia Munn called into like Howard Stern, revealing that he has a gay boyfriend, that Aaron is trapped in the closet, like he secretly secretly likes men, you know. And you haven't heard about an Aaron Rodgers girlfriend or any kind of thing since.
Shut. After he called him gay, damn.
Isn't that man
I
like?
wonder if that Darkness Retreat had a bunch of partners of the other sex, if you know. That
Well,
Darkness Retreat.
How can we top that?
Hey, he had a Darkness Retreat. He might have had a couple of male partners in that
Well,
Darkness
at the end of
Retreat.
the day, I really do not care. I'm just depicting. You know,
Kind of like a Diddy party.
I'm just
Oh.
saying. I'm just
Don't- Don't tell me Rogers got caught with Diddy. No way.
douchebag, and I don't care about his orientations, all that bullshit.
No, Aaron Rodgers is a complete douchebag. Listen, you can be gay, rich, and famous, and still be a complete fucking asshole. See, Elton John, for example. So,
No
You
way.
know.
There's a. Let's see.
Anyway,
because I heard he's a dick to fans.
I've never liked Elton John. I don't listen to his music. So I personally do not care about.
Oh, there's no music. No, that's not music. No, there's no.
I've only heard of him because of my parents. So, you know.
Of course. I
it.
figured.
No one cares. Anyway,
Your parents didn't raise you on the Beatles or, Black Sabbath?
Yes. Yes. yes.
Oh, no, I was
I
was raised by
know
video
about
games. I was raised on my
You know-
mother's alternative music.
You know one band who was really like I always heard growing up.
Spice Girls?
The Beach Boys.
The what?
The Beach
The
Boys.
Spice Girls.
But you
Oh,
love
the Beach Boys.
girls.
The Beach Boys? Dang, you're going to the 60s, 50s, 60s? Damn.
Wow.
Bitch, what? Bitch voice. Wait, what?
Spongy.
No, that's a band from the old days. Like, yeah, the Beach Boys. I know what he's
Yeah,
talking about.
the Beach Boys are legit.
Yeah,
They're legit band.
I mean, half of the songs that I got back from the old days are the Mafia soundtracks from the first three
Oh.
games, but yeah.
Yep, Uncle. Isn't that right?
First off, first off, those games came out in the modern era, even though they're talking about the old times, way before me.
Doesn't matter how old you are. Good music is good music.
Good music.
Yeah, it's universal.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm gonna be in 2050 still blasting that entire Hybrid Up
Skippy.
Theory album with Linkin Park.
Bro,
in my-
listen, I listened to versions of songs that were written thousands of years ago.
Hey, with
by, like,
AI,
really good, with really
AI,
good
I can-
orchestras.
yeah, me too. Hey, listen, Sentinel, with AI, you could just replace those singers.
I mean, I
you can
still
hear
listen-
versions of the other songs that unlock other versions of the song.
I
Yeah.
mean, to be fair, I still listen to WWE.
Skimpy.
Like the old
Hell yes!
Skimpy.
Yeah, that WWE music.
Skimpy.
Yeah, half of my influence were from that and video game soundtrack growing up in the 2000s with PS2 era.
Yeah, you know what's so cool?
You were-
I discovered so many good metal bands through like skateboarding videos.
Oh,
And
skateboarding,
you guys
oh,
have
wrestling
found so many
soundtracks. Yeah.
Oh, wrestling soundtracks.
Shout out to
Stevie,
Jim
you're
Johnson,
officially
man.
an
He,
unk, too.
it
Yeah,
ain't
Jim
been the
Johnson
same.
is the GOAT. He's the John
Hey.
Williams of wrestling.
Yeah, it ain't the same. You know what? No,
Yeah.
the shit's crappy now.
He
It's
needs
soulless.
to go. If anybody deserves to go into a Hall of Fame of anything involved
Jim
with
Johnson,
WWE,
yeah, definitely.
it's Jim Johnson. He wrote the
Yeah.
Undertaker's theme, the Rock's theme,
Triple H's
fucking
theme,
Stone Cold's
fucking
theme.
Uncle.
Yes.
And a lot of
Yeah,
Stone Cold's theme was influenced by Rage Against the Machine. Those guitar licks are from Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, bow, but the bow, bow, bow.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, those Tom
it
Morello
has
riffs.
it does have a Tom Morello swing to it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
A lot of it's from there, yeah. Definitely.
You're officially an unk too now, so enjoy it.
Yeah. You
What?
say you listen to radio music too, so you're also an unk, if that's the case.
Unk now officially, so embrace it.
If I'm not mistaken, he called you an unk too one time, Sponge. You're only 14.
Sponge is an unk now.
A born awesome kid's logic.
Spongy is not an unk.
And he's older than Sponge.
Well, so you're not an uncle of anything. God damn.
Spongy is that kid that lives across the street that eats mayonnaise and saltines.
That, and also you could just.
If you don't get the joke,
wow.
it's all right.
Like if he puts mayonnaise on saltine crackers.
Oh no.
No, so basically, like what I was trying to say is that Spongy is that kid that lives across.
Spongy was a cracker. I call him saltine.
Anyway,
Or technically, if you think about it.
I'm a wheat thin.
oh man,
It's still 6-3. What the fuck? Oh, 9-3. Okay. Well,
I'm just setting up the scoreboard for Thanksgiving and yeah.
I got a friend who like the black students in my high school used to call him a reverse Oreo because he was white on the outside, but he had soul in the inside.
Damn.
We do that too.
they exist. They exist.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
Larry Bird.
So
Look at
they
Larry
call him
Bird.
white
Ruckus, though.
A white chocolate kiss.
We just
like
call
a
him
bunch
Uncle
of-
Ruckus.
Bunch of black, not a bunch of black spots inside the white candy. That's what it is.
I don't know. We call my friend
White on
Uncle
the
Ruckus.
outside, but black in the soul.
Who's that basketball player they called White Chocolate?
Yeah, that was Jason Williams who played for the Sacramento. And the reason why they called him white chocolate was because he had the most deadliest hands and the best dribbling, and so he had a bit of a street ball type of thing. And he was the definition of a reverse Oreo. White on the outside, soul in the
Well, he
inside.
has the black tendencies. Damn.
Yeah. Okay. Now the reason why they say the word soul, because if you say like black in the middle, it's like very generic. Soul, like you don't need to be black to have soul. Well, I know how I know. People say I have soul, even though I don't know what the hell I am, but I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood, so I have soul. I have rhythm, like when I dance with the ladies. Ooh, he got rhythm. Okay, that's enough. John Jay just exposed he was a player.
Jay.
Now I wasn't a player.
Can you play a bass or play drums? I think you'd be good at drums.
Sheesh.
You can keep a beat.
I am not like my other siblings who are like very good in guitars.
Mostly that type of kid too.
I'm on an amateur.
I
I play guitar, but just amateur like hobby stuff. Yeah.
I really wanted to be good at guitar.
I beat the fifth. I was that type of kid.
But ain't nothing wrong with that, Skimpy. Nothing wrong with that.
But,
I did.
I'm
Did
really
a
more
lot
of
of people houses.
I'm really more of a bass player by trade, to be
No.
honest.
I go with the guitar.
I don't know
I guess so.
if anyone knows the guy called the Professor, the basketball player in the street ball. He had the most deadly hands, like he was the white dude who was with the street ballers. And the reason why
He's still
Woody Harrelson?
No, I'm talking about the professor. He was a street baller for N1. I met him. Okay, when N1 was in Oakland, looking my good friend
Ooh,
is known as
I'm
Baller.
sorry. Is
He's
Jason
the
Kidd
coolest name.
white?
Cardell Butler. He's baller.
Isn't he next?
He was on the video game N1 when it came out in 2006. So I used to
Mhm.
play as my friend on a video game. That's probably the
That's-
closest thing I'm ever going to be on a video game.
That's cool.
And the professor, he played in the before it was called the G League with the Atlanta team. He was that good. But again, a lot of these street ball basketball players never got to be in the NBA, but they were good in that league. And like my buddy told me, the only reason why the league died down is because they tried to expand it into Europe, and the Europeans didn't understand what street ball was. And so if they would have kept it in the U.S., N1 could have been its own professional league for street ballers.
That would have been awesome. Because this NBA sucks.
Yeah, we need an outlet. Competition
Like I said,
breeds excitement.
Here's my thing. What we're seeing in the NBA right now is what should be being played in the WNBA right now. And then bring back all of the good stuff from like the 90s, and you're going to get better quality basketball. Because I was watching Luka Doncic in Europe, and he was balling the fuck out. I've been watching him this year. He was lazy, slow as shit. He has acclimated to this soft freaking work.
Joel Embiid will fit perfectly since he likes to be played dirty apparently. So he'll fit perfectly if they bring back the 90s.
I mean, Steph Curry can ball. So I'm not worried about Steph Curry.
They caught him literally diving on someone. Okay, literally diving in front of him.
I heard that Bungie's done with Joel Embiid.
So Joel Embiid to the Knicks?
Fuck off.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
YGC's like, F you.
No, I don't want
time.
To the Knicks.
that left over.
How do you? What's the Knicks records right now?
9-7, even though we lost today.
Okay, that's fine, bro.
The Jazz. Okay.
That was horrible.
76 was horrible.
If that's the case, if we lost to the team, at least they can beat us, unlike the Sixers. That's
I mean, it's
the
still
case. What
fucking
makes y'all?
November. God damn.
Yeah, it's November.
I don't know
That's
who's
what I
gonna
said.
be
Wait
hurt.
till February.
Wait till February.
After the
I
All-Star
like the
break, I'll
fact-
take it seriously.
Yeah. I just like the fact that in the first 20 games we're way above 500 as far as the Warriors go.
We're gonna capture the flag this year and get the number one pick in the draft.
No, we're about to have the Ward of Rikers Island come to New York, for former Miami U. Yeah.
And
I like this USC coach.
If you keyword,
That's a coach.
Keyword.
That's a
Ward.
fucking coach.
The Warden of
There's
New
the
York.
rivalry. There you go.
Oh, that's a cool nickname. We're gonna call him that. Yeah, we come to New York. The Warden. Keyword the Warden and the Warden at quarterback.
Joel Embiid to the Bulls.
The Warden of Rikers.
I don't give a fuck.
That would be a great nickname. The Warden
Yeah,
of
like
Rikers.
because that's the New York reference. Yeah, Rikers
Yeah,
Island.
New York. See, I know New York by watching movies set in New York so many times. I know Rikers Island because I know they've mentioned it so many times.
Yeah, the prison.
Also,
The prison.
Also, you're right, YTC. The Joel Embiid ain't going in the Knicks. He's going to your real team, the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, that's why I know. That's why I know Attica.
You mean the
also-
lemonade stand? You mean the lemonade stands over anything with Eds? The lemonade stands?
Actually, don't send them to the Nets because they don't have anything to give us. That's good.
You can send them to the Nets. That's the only thing that'll come over there.
Real question. Do the Phoenix Suns make it over the hump this year?
I don't know.
With Katie getting injured, not too much. Not really. With Katie getting hurt too much, and it's not working too well. We saw how they look without Katie.
So the first annual Corey Davis Thanksgiving game will feature the Dolphins, and I forgot the other team. Wasn't paying attention.
The Packers.
Oh, the Knicks are still 4th, and then Suns are 8th. I'm looking at the standings right now.
Joel Embiid to the Warriors.
Oh, we're still 2 games behind the Magic right now.
I hope not.
And we're a game ahead, Milwaukee.
He's an injury-prone player.
The Rockets are 3rd? What the fuck?
he'd also bump heads
Damn.
with Draymond. So
The Rockets are third. That's crazy.
holy
Look
shit.
at the Raptors. They're right next to the Sixers right now. They're barely above the Sixers and Wizards right now.
You know, I talked to Bills fans, and they're like so positive. They're looking forward to facing us. It's weird. It's like you would think we would hate each other, but it's like no, we have like really good respect for each other's fan bases because we're like one, you know, real recognizes real kind of thing. So all the Bills fans I'm talking to, I'm just like, wow, I'm pretty impressed.
You said Bills?
So
Wait, you
yeah,
said Bills?
so like yeah,
The real
So-
New York team?
You mean
the
Canada?
real New York team. Yeah, fucking
Canada. We were here first, you
Team
Buffalo
in New
fuckers.
York? No,
We were here first.
no.
Hey, Rick James is from New York.
Ain't
I mean
nobody give a
Buffalo.
Nobody. Speaking of, you would be slurping them. They moved to Canada right now. They moved to Toronto.
Dude,
I mean,
Bills
oh, wait,
Mafia is
they
such
are
a better
here.
fan base
Wow.
than the Eagles, whatever the Eagles nest, whatever it's called. Bills Mafia at least is fun.
Hey, listen,
God,
I've seen them donate money to like people that got hurt like from the opposing team. That's how they like to the charities. They literally donated to them.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, that's the only docile thing they do is just slam through tables. Really, that's
They sent
So,
death threats to Tyler Bass.
for
Eagles
missing
fans?
a kick. I mean, isn't he still their kicker right now? He's still up in one
Death
piece.
threats.
I mean, he's still their kicker right now. Imagine if Jake Elliott would have missed a fucking shit like that right now.
Imagine if your
Yes.
fucking
He's
kicker
missed
missed the
5
fucking.
kicks this year.
No, if he would have missed it in like the playoff or a Super Bowl that cost you a Super Bowl win. Or
Wait a minute.
Eventually to
Is
the next
this
round.
is that the Bills kicker who's missed 5?
Tyler Bass? That guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
That's
missed
the guy
5
that-
kicks this year.
Yeah, and they still haven't sent him death threats. Oh, no, they did.
Wait. The Bills are famous for their kicker missing a game-winning field goal that was easily fucking winnable.
Uh-huh.
Wide left.
Oh, wow.
So
They still hate us.
Josh
that
Allen
big,
might
yeah.
get there. Josh Allen might get there, but his fucking kicker might just cost him the game.
Or his defense will. Especially in their 17 seconds if they're playing the NFL Golden Boy.
Right. You know what I'd prefer, you know what I'd love? Now that I know my season's probably over, is like I actually tagged Dan Mitchell. I said, Dan
You'll
Mitchell,
be fine. You'll reach a
as a
7
member
seed.
of the 49er Empire, I respectfully will root if my team, with the capital IF, if my team does not make it into the playoffs, I am officially rooting for Bills Mafia to stop this fucking Mahomes repeat
Uh-huh.
and fuck the NFC. And he basically liked it and retweeted it. And all the Bills fans, so many Bills fans came to
Hey, listen, don't worry. You'll be 17, and then when the Eagles were like the second team got to go to Philadelphia and 49ers, you already know what's going to happen. The opposite result.
Yeah, probably. It'll probably be like 2 wild cards and playing.
Don't worry,
games
you'll
and
get the
like-
7th seed. You'll pull what Jordan Love did to the fucking Cowboys.
Yeah.
The 7th seed. Don't worry, I'll reach a 7th seed.
I think the Packers are thinking they're going to get their revenge for it. It's kind of funny. I mean, every
Jordan
time we
Love's
go in there,
Jordan
and
Love's been
beat
playing
them.
consistent recently. So he's been turning
yeah,
the ball over.
and he's easily
Struggling to
interceptable.
Chicago, but yeah.
Bro, if our fucking secondary catches him off early and pick sixes his ass, oh boy.
People constantly
That
say how
field
he's
is gonna
playing like
go
Brett.
quiet.
There's everyone in the
Quiet.
media saying he's playing like fucking Brett Favre, but like Brett Favre, he's a gunslinger too, so that means he's prone to turnovers, which is what we're seeing with Jordan Love.
Yeah. Well, for me, what I'm expecting is just a competitive game and see.
What I'm
What-
expecting is for you guys to get eliminated in the first round.
I'm gonna
Skimpy, should he? Not Skimpy, fucking Sponge, shouldn't you be expecting a first round exit?
Anyway,
I'm surprised you haven't been accustomed to it already.
Whatever
the last couple of years.
I'm trying to get to my point. As long as
The
we
Eagles are frauds. The
As
Eagles.
long as
Eagles they're frauds.
that's all I care about. Am I expecting a win? Probably not. I
No,
want my team to win,
hell no.
but I just want it to be competitive. I don't want us to be like, and then we're being blown out, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna turn.
Spongy, when your
Right,
team
right,
wins
right, right.
the first round, everyone's gonna
I
come
want to
at
go
you
down swinging.
like everyone does at We Hoop, and every time the Ravens lose.
No,
Hey, listen,
we
when
hooping-
teams start-
we hooping
hey, listen, when
is
teams start
female.
stacking the
That's a
box-
female.
Hey,
Don't
listen,
worship females.
Hey, listen, when teams start stacking the box to stop Saquon and you have fucking Jalen Hurts forced to throw, it's wraps.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
it's done.
Hold on. I just heard something interesting. Michael worships females. Michael's attitude
No,
is like a female.
no.
It started to make sense. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
it's a simp?
Michael,
So was Michael-
congratulations.
Wait,
So was
wait,
Michael
you're a simp?
assigned? So Michael was assigned a gender,
No.
Dang,
and he didn't want to
Michael,
conform to it.
dang.
Let me put on my fucking headphones. Y'all can't fucking hear it.
Oh, it's halftime?
Oh, awesome kids, kid. Oh, he said hi. Uh-oh. She said hi. She's about to struggle, you know.
Like DC, the Yankee Stadium hosted a football game. You should have went.
Who was playing?
Notre Dame versus Army.
I'm an army.
Oh, I didn't know they had a game there.
I
Tickets-
said when
Tickets are cheap. Tickets are affordable in college football games.
I said when the Eagles lose in the first round, we're gonna come at Spongy
Hey, listen,
like the whole everybody comes at.
No,
We Hoop
speaking of
and every
affordable,
time
no.
when
Bro,
the
you're
Ravens
not gonna
lose.
win shit, dude.
I'm probably going to go to that game versus the Colts, the final home game for this year. That's really it. Week 17.
I know.
Probably going for $20.
I know I'm
Yeah.
old. I'm old and stuck in my ways. But listen,
I go to
a
a game
fucking
every year.
NFL, an NFL team is a reflection of its fucking city's identity. Chicago is the windy city. It's rough. It's blue collar. There's shit going on that's tough. The Bears' identity has never been finesse style football like a Caleb Williams. It's always been some schmuck like a Jake Plummer or Chad
Rex Grossman.
Rex Grossman, and a great run game. And the fucking Chicago Bears just haven't had a great run game. They haven't had a game changer. That's what
Yeah,
they
you
really
could've-
need.
Well, you could have signed that game changer, apparently, from
If they had
everyone's...
signed Adrian Peterson, I'm convinced they would have won a ring. If they were able to get Adrian Peterson instead of fucking the Vikings, that would have been the difference.
Mhm. I mean, you can always get that running back from Ashton Janetti. You can always get him.
That's the city's identity. It's the windy city. You can't. And if they build a dome, fuck them. But Soldier
Yes.
Field is a windy
Cool.
city. The football identity needs to reflect the city.
Yeah, is DeAndre Swift really reflecting that identity as a one?
He's
compared
been
to the other birds.
Oh, he sucks.
Damn.
no, he's actually been the power horse of the offense.
So,
And then that's the and if DeAndre Swift's the powerhouse of your offense, you have a problem there
so
already.
you're saying he's better than Saquon? I'm just joking.
Him and Roshan are literally because Thomas Brown is getting the running backs more involved. That's something Waldron never did.
Well, you should
Well,
draft a running back at this point. Go get another one. Yeah.
I don't even know why Waldron came from somebody who resurrected Geno Smith, but he comes over
Hey,
here.
listen.
Because he's a fucking resurrected
Waldron.
Geno Smith. Geno
Also,
Smith was
Waldron's
a boss.
Also, Waldron uses 2 tight end sets. Why the fuck Cole Kmet hasn't been more involved with the
Yeah,
offense?
like listen.
You know what we need to do? That's what we need to do against the Packers. Fuck yeah.
Like
I'm just run blocking.
one thing.
That's why Waldron got fired.
I know one thing about the offensive coordinator when you had Geno Smith as your quarterback and you made him relevant, and then he's getting Caleb Williams, the offense should have been much better. But the offense was horrible when he was your coordinator, and I don't know who was the coordinator for the
Also,
last game, but that
it doesn't.
But Caleb Williams actually played really good.
Yeah, Caleb was killing it. He
Thomas,
had 80 rushing yards. He was carrying the run game.
Thomas Brown is the coordinator.
Now,
Hey,
again,
listen, he was using Caleb as a runner with 80 rushing yards and like 230 passing, I think.
The running quarterback, they last like years tops. That's it.
No, but those numbers were efficient, though. Those numbers that were happening, they weren't from behind.
I'm not taking anything away from his accomplishments. I'm just saying that type of quarterback is not going to last.
Exactly.
It's just a great game.
Yeah. We'll see how I'm not going to get sold off of one game. We'll see how we'll see how he is.
We'll see Caleb has his work cut off against that Vikings defense.
Honestly, I wish Lamar well, but I hope he can make it past a 10th season. Unfortunately,
I mean, if you look at his numbers, passing wise, he's evolving to that passing quarterback.
That's exactly what he should do. As Lamar gets older, transition and become more of a passer because you can't run.
Lamar Jackson was drafted in 2018. This is season number 7 for Lamar Jackson.
Look at his number. Look at his number now.
Okay, so he's 3 years away. Now we'll see if what happened to Cam Newton happens to him. Okay, now I will say this: the way he plays is very different than Cam Newton. So, and he's never had any severe injuries in his career, Lamar. So I'm not worried about that. The only thing I do worry about is like Harbaugh. You gotta deliver another ring because eventually, like how long?
If anything, Cam Newton's running style was similar to Josh Allen's running style. They would just throw themselves and be like muscular dudes, 6'5".
Calvary has been in the league. He did suffer a severe knee injury. He's come back stronger, but that just says how bad the Cardinals are. And because of height, I do believe, can he make it through 10 years? Now he's made it through 6 seasons, so we'll see what happens in the next 4 years. So, but Lamar, I'm not worried about his longevity. I'm not.
Well, Lamar this year has been less of a running quarterback, more of a
passer. He's close to 4K passing.
That's what I was concerned about because he said he got skinnier to run faster, and running faster was applying to me. He was going to run more, and Steve Young and I were completely in agreement with this. You can't become that. You can't become that kind of quarterback. What's going to happen to you is you're going to take too many hits, and it's going to throw off your fucking throwing mechanics. You have to develop the skills as a pocket passer early in your career while you still have the athleticism not to get, your head taken off.
I mean, he's only like in his in his late 20s really now, or mid 20s?
Now, unfortunately, because as time passes, every team will eventually have a quarterback that will basically not play the traditional style. And that's why I think Kyle Shanahan needs to deliver a Super Bowl because during the broadcast, I forgot who was calling the game, said Kyle Shanahan's offense is now being replicated by defensive coordinators. What McVay, the coach in Miami and what's going on in Green Bay, those coordinators are starting to figure it out. The NFL also made a statement that they're thinking about taking away the motions.
Pre-snap motions, really.
And so Kyle Shanahan, if that is passed next,
you're fucked. He's fucked. That was his whole gimmick.
Then we'll see how good of a genius he is without motioning.
Well, we're seeing how good of a genius he is without a lot of his stuff. See, this is the problem with Kyle Shanahan, and John, you're going to agree with me 100% on this. We're fucked because the depth we have has not been developed. He doesn't put in the rookies. And what happens is we have this really old team trying to be a much younger team. 2013, with this incarnation of the team, 2023 was the year we should have won it, and we didn't. We have to simply. This is the result of this. This is a down year. We shouldn't have gone for that regular season MVP with CMC because what did it do? It ended up grinding him into the ground. He went into the playoffs hurt, and ultimately, I believe that contributed to him fumbling the ball in the Super Bowl.
Also, not fixing the O-line after trembling, but yeah.
Well, the point of the matter.
Well, we got Dominic Puni in there. So.
Yeah, that's one acquisition though. We're talking the line side. Once Puni's is gone.
Get this man off my screen. They're showing Joel Embiid right now. Get this man
off of my
screen.
Hey, that's your favorite. That's your favorite. That's the face of Philadelphia right there.
So, I remember like the last month, and then I closed up shop of my YouTube channel. The last month I was saying this. My goal for McCaffrey was to be efficient, meaning be on the field and run the ball. I was not expecting him to replicate what he did the last year, but as long as he can be like Derrick Henry and break that thing about running backs. One thing about good running backs, when they have really good years, the following year they're not the same running back. Good example, okay? Tennessee has always drafted running backs. Going back to
Chris
Johnson had 2,002 rushing yards.
Chris Johnson,
Okay?
Eddie George.
The following year, he was in and out of the lineup, and he had 560 something yards. And after that, he was done. Basically,
You saw what happened with Marshall Faulk too, but yeah.
In 4 years, his body broke down. Now he did not have the running back body of Derrick Henry. So if you ever watch Chris Johnson, he was
more elusive than him.
Skinny running back. He did not have the body. So for him to get 2,000 yards, his body broke down after that year. And so saying about Christian McCaffrey. But a lot of people, you don't know what you're talking about, John. He'll have another good year.
No.
He's not.
McCaffrey's getting older. Isn't McCaffrey approaching his 30s?
Oh, yeah. See, that's why Jim Brown...
Hey, listen, for running backs, that's like he's at 28 right now. He'll be 29 next year. That's like near the death age for running backs when they break down.
He figured out the perfect age for a fucking running back to retire at without, a decline in production incoming. So did Walter Payton. Listen, some of these guys can
unless they're not
like
Frank
Gore.
They're not.
Unless they're not Frank Gore, they're not going to. They're in and out of the league. Frank Gore is an anomaly. He's like Neo from the Matrix. I don't know how the fuck he lasted.
How he lasted that long for the running back position too? Yeah.
He tore both ACLs and both legs. Still was playing. Right or wrong, John?
Well, we got 4 more years then for our situation. So he turned 25 today.
Actually, I was watching The Dirty Dozen.
He's the same height as me, damn. 5'11". Tyrone.
Have you ever heard of The Dirty Dozen, the war movie? It's it's where an army commander puts together a troop to go in on a suicide mission. It's basically
no clue.
Suicide Squad copied The Dirty Dozen. That's exactly what The Dirty Dozen is. It's an American general leading a bunch of felons, military felons. One of the felons, beat up a woman, and then one of the other killed a medic because he was running for his life and they needed the medic supplies. Shit like that. So, I think, what was the point? So Suicide Squad came. That whole concept came from Suicide Squad, basically. I don't know why I was bringing it up. I smoke too much weed. I really do. It affects the memory.
Mm-hmm.
Like that scene in Half Baked. The dial tone. Marijuana affects the memory.
Well, the Jeopardy thing would just play in my head when I'm thinking something.
I used to when I was living at my house. As a kid, I used to watch Jeopardy almost every night with my dad.
No, I still get Jeopardy on my.
That's a great show. I miss Alex for that.
Speaking of Jeopardy, Rogers, if you want to hang it up now, there's always a job at Jeopardy.
Hey, Aaron, do it.
There's always a job at Jeopardy.
Do it.
Otherwise, you're going to put your livelihood in jeopardy. In that regard.
You're putting your precious, touchdown to interception ratio in jeopardy, baby. You got to pull the ripcord here. It's time to get. You're washed. It's over. You're done. Yeah. You're done, Rock. You're finished.
No,
ain't got no more.
You're trash. You're washed. It's over.
I'm gonna send you to the glue factory, Rock.
It's over.
I love those Rocky movies, man. My favorite's Rocky 3 with Mr.
I still love the comments that somebody said that Rogers looks like a methed out CM Punk.
He does.
Methed out CM Punk.
Dude, no, okay. CM Punk looks like he's methed out. All right. Nick Sirianni looks like 2006 Britney Spears.
Sirianni looks
methed out.
Sirianni looks like he does bath salts. But go.
He looks like he does bath salts.
Hold on.
And then does the Tide Pole Challenge.
The Tide Pod?
The Tide Pod Challenge. It's hilarious to see him. Punk says he's like a straight edge. Bro.
Not anymore, I'll stop.
You're that dude is such an idiot. You know what? All he does is talking now, and that's smart because his body is so goddamn brittle. And it's not because he doesn't take care of himself. Yeah, he is a skinny little fat fuck. He actually is in pretty good conditioning right now. The problem is he's on a soy diet, and a soy diet lacks a lot of protein. And what does a lack of protein do?
Less muscle.
It kills muscle. It makes your bones. It actually has a lot of a low amount of calcium. Makes your bones brittle.
From the eggs, but yeah,
he broke his. That's a reason. That's a large reason why he broke his foot in AEW. Yeah. All of the shit that CM Punk has gone through were self-inflicted wounds.
And also, he was on antibiotics with those injuries when he kept pooping himself during the match.
Exactly. Listen, anybody who's been on that type of like strong antibiotic is going to
definitely keep themselves on television.
That's why you wear black trunks, you moron.
That's what he did. I mean, they didn't show like he did. He was wearing black trunks, I think, when it happened.
And it was at a house show. I'd be pissed, but I wouldn't let it be the last memory. He was honestly the only decent thing. The reason he was embraced so much, and he's really the reason indie wrestling got into the WWE.
Yeah, the IWC toxic market and shit. Yeah,
he was the one who awoke the marks.
He woke them out of their little troll, their mother's basements and fucking under rocks.
Troll their mother's basements. 34 years old with cookies on their cookies on their fucking stomach.
Yeah, and their neckbeards and shit.
Neckbeards with the acne and fat and overweight and wearing glasses and say my lady a lot. All those motherfuckers.
And potential pedophile looking motherfuckers, but yeah. And fucking
Michael's type, basically.
Yeah, so CM Punk basically awoke the smarks, and when they gave Daniel Bryan that bullshit championship in 2014,
the hippie culture came out.
That empowered the smarks.
The liberal hippie culture.
Yeah, and then you got the 4 horsewomen, and everything was woke in the WWE.
So can I say something? I'm not the wrestling fan. You guys are. I never felt how WWE pushed the Daniel Bryan like WWE champion because it made no sense to me.
Exactly.
It made no sense.
Because it doesn't make sense.
I know why. I could tell you why, probably.
I mean, I was a kid when
Don't say it's the Connor's Cure thing.
No. I think it's because fans were pushing Daniel Bryan to be the champion.
They were hijacking Smarts were hijacking.
They were literally hijacking the show in the ring. Literally inside the ring, they were hijacking it.
Watch the 2014. Watch the 2014 Royal Rumble. They booed Batista at the end of that.
Yeah, when he won. And they were booing Roman Reigns when he won in that Philadelphia
and
crowd.
Batista came back for the fans, bro. He didn't have to come back. He was about to make $1 billion with the Guardians of the Galaxy that year.
Also, Batista advocated for him to be a heel character instead of a babyface.
Right.
They listened the opposite.
And so, Smarks, I remember some Smart saying, at that point they were rooting for Roman Reigns because Roman was like.
And ironically, a year later, they turned on him.
And they turned on him. It turned on him in 2015.
That one Rumble, Even when in Philly, the whole crowd was booing.
They always never listen to,
Roman, and also, ironically, Roman lost his title in Philadelphia, so he might just have to be cursing that city.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns.
But Vince waited too long to pull the heel trigger on Roman. Roman, if you watch some of his FCW fucking promos, he was a Ric Flair type. He was the Samoan badass Stone Cold Assassin Ric Flair type. He wasn't flamboyant. He was more calculated. That's exactly who the head of.
But guess what? They had to push that John Cena bootleg copy character they created
for like the last for like 5 years until the fucking world shut down.
Yeah, when he wasn't a good promo. When he wasn't he's basically Samoan John Cena, with tattoos and shit.
Superman John Cena.
Yeah, Super Cena.
Fucking Aquaman, Jason Momoa, stunt double John Cena.
Yeah.
See,
exactly.
I'm a John Cena fan, so I didn't really care.
Of course I loved Randy more than Cena. I was a Randy Orton fan kid growing up.
Randy Orton's much better than John Cena. Brock Lesnar's better than John Cena. Kurt Angle's better than John Cena. Eddie Guerrero's better than John Cena. Is CM Punk better than John Cena? Probably not. Is Chris Jericho better than John Cena? Yes.
Overall, Jericho's better.
Yeah, when you take into totality, who's better, Bret Hart or John Cena?
John Cena.
I have to agree. John Cena was actually.
I have to agree with John Cena. Bret. He's not even better than Shawn Michaels. So.
Wait, hold on.
Bret Hart is the biggest fake that there is. I do not understand the culture.
And he's a Canadian too.
Fuck him.
Hey, listen, Shawn
Actually,
was
he
better
should be
anyway.
under money. When Canada grows a set of balls like America did, it'll have Bret Hart on it.
Yeah, Bret Hart or Wayne Gretzky on that fucking dollar.
Or Wayne Gretzky.
Or Chris Jericho at Edge.
Oh, and Wayne Gretzky is such a great ambassador for Canada. You know what he said? Wayne, when have you ever been nervous? Because he was like a really clutch player. And he goes, July 16th, 1988. And they go, why July 16th, 1988? That's the summer. He's like, the day I got married.
Okay. So
that's how some people are wired.
What's up, Apex?
So I want to.
Oh, shit.
I want to make sure that I heard this correctly. Like, did you guys say that John Cena is better than Bret Hart? Because I wasn't focusing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We came to that
conclusion.
Saying it. Yeah. As a technical wrestler, no. But in totality,
no. But as a draw, Cena clears
as a draw. As somebody who put asses in seats, John Cena.
He was a bigger draw, yeah.
See, you have to bring pro wrestling on.
They literally put the company in Bret's hands only for it to get pride away from Shawn Michaels.
Exactly. There's a reason why you don't remember the 90s until the late 90s. And that's because of Bret Hart.
And also, him being a fate in the mid-90s, that should tell you enough when it was the gimmick era they were losing to WCW.
Yeah.
And then you had guys like him and Diesel winning titles before it was Kevin Nash.
Yeah, and Kevin Nash, he had to go back to WCW to actually be relevant.
Yeah, he was boring as a baby face when he was Diesel.
He was boring as Diesel, he was just boring.
Then when he went to NWO, he got better.
Yeah. Kevin Nash was only good when he went to WCW as the Outsiders that one time. He was never, I don't think he was ever great at that time. Shawn Michaels was always great at that time. He was always, and Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon,
Chico,
those two. No, he was the blue-blooded Hunter Hearst Helmsley character.
Well, he wasn't over yet.
Was he before Triple H?
I mean, he was supposed to be over, but the curtain call incident, and they gave it to Stone Cold.
And thank God for that.
That was a butterfly effect in its own stomach. Without the curtain call, we may have never gotten the rise of Stone Cold Steve Austin, which inadvertently saved WWE.
So we have to give Triple H his props. It was Triple H. Triple H was the reason why we got Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, and there's McMahon. Yeah, with McMahon, and that saved the company from WCW. Yeah,
exactly. So in that sense, I got to thank Triple H for being an asshole, and exposing the business and Madison
Hey, he's
Square
still
Garden.
saving the business right now. Currently, he's still running the business.
He exposed the business, and now he runs the business.
Yeah, the two guys that were exposing the
business
anti-authority are the authority.
are the authority now. That's why I hated the
Congratulations,
authority
you're
in 2013. It was
blackballing
Daniel
from your
Bryan
own
versus
team.
Triple H and Stephanie McMahon,
Congratulations.
and it was fucking horrible. It was so
Mhm.
bad.
You
What
know
was
what's
that
crazy, bro?
WrestleMania with the UFC chick?
Ronda Rousey?
Ronda Rousey?
Ronda Rousey, where they actually fought.
Well, her and Stephanie and Kurt, she was teaming with Kurt Angle?
Yeah,
Was
oh
it
yeah,
30?
with Kurt Angle.
Wasn't it 33
Yeah.
or 32? I don't know. I forgot which one.
It was
Damn, it's been
it
that
was
long.
a 2018 one. That was a great match, man.
34.
I am not a big fan of the black people.
Oh, Kurt Angle. Booker, I want to have sex with you. What? I'll stop. Kurt said a lot of crazy things.
So
No, like Vince Russo has written a lot of crazy shit for
So-
Kurt to say. Let's put it that way.
when it comes to Bret Hart, again, I don't really know too much of his career because, again, I only started watching wrestling when they put it on UPN, which is over time became the CW.
Hmm.
And when I saw The Rock for the first, I said, "Dude, I am a fan because the charismatic way that he spoke was very articulate, but at the same time was very badass."
And he's Samoan too.
And so the point of the
And
matter,
he's from the Bay Area too.
yeah, he was born in Hayward. So
Yep.
Bret Hart, I know he has a very sketchy relationship with the WWE because of the screw job.
Mm-hmm. The
Of
macho.
the screw job. And so his career is not known a lot. It's only known for that moment. And so a lot of people in Canada will not, and I'm not saying every Canadian WWE wrestling fan, but the majority still feel that the WWE didn't do too much for him, didn't help him grow, and when he did become successful, the WWE screwed him over, and that's why for 15 years, it took 15 years before he and Shawn Michaels were able to sit down together, and they still had bad blood during that interview. But one thing that they both agreed on is that when it comes to the wrestling business, it's cold. It's a cold place. So I sympathize for the dude. Now, if he wasn't like a top dog, I can understand why you guys would go for John Cena. But just for what the wrestling business did to him, that's why I do not like wrestling, because how they treat their people.
Yeah, like cattle, I know.
They don't treat them as human. They treat them as characters.
Yeah, just cogs of the machine. And that machine led to their downfall and people dying before the age of 50 because of the demands. But yeah.
So you don't watch wrestling as a form of entertainment at all because of that reason? You have a smartphone. Do you have a smartphone?
I respect the art because wrestling is an art. And I actually had a serious argument in 2017 with a diehard wrestler. I said, "Have you ever been to the circus?" He's like, "Yeah, I've been to the circus." Do you know all the crazy, wacky things they do up in the air, 50 feet up, jumping on balls, and
I mean, wrestling started out that way.
Wrestling
is a carnival event. Wrestling was ran by carnies. When Vince,
carnies,
when they ended,
especially the sideshow freaks back in the day.
Exactly.
Early 1900s.
They were the last of that was Vince McMahon. Though that era is dead. Now it's going to be run by suits.
Yeah,
Anyway,
TKO, those people, yeah.
So what set him off was when I said WWE is exhibition. It's basically a form of showcasing your acrobatics, your motor skills, and a form of what I like to call a theater type like fighting, because there's no real fighting. It's exhibition. And he got so pissed off. No, it's real fighting.
No, it's a theatrical athletic exhibition.
A bunch of stuntmen, yeah.
That's what wrestling is. So I respect the craft.
Yeah.
But today's wrestling, it's hard to watch.
I mean,
it is.
Yeah, because there's not enough originality no more. Nobody's original no more.
And I understand that they're trying to create wrestling as a family environment, and they want to make it more like, cater to children.
They've been made that a long time ago.
And so the point of the matter is that it's still basically like a form of fighting. even though it's not real fighting. And
Right.
so people who love the people who like, they're like, this is not wrestling anymore. Wrestling basically is a TV show that showcases people having beefs with one another, and they settle their differences in a ring.
Definitely, and then they're all friends all of a sudden a year later. It's wrestling's no loyalty.
It's not wrestling. It's not
No,
wrestling.
it's not. It's booked horribly. It's not
fucking
edgy.
Yeah, and it's also the fucking bad voice acting. No, fucking performances. They're not like convincing promos no more. I don't get the feel no more.
See, they're constant. The problem with wrestling today is it's so meta, and they're constantly diving in and out of social media, They should completely, to get the TV aspect of it back, completely kill social media. Stop listening to the dirt sheets.
Yeah.
Bring back the writers. Completely inoculate themselves.
You can see how much social media is integrated to that thing because they talk about they
exactly.
have press conferences. No, because they have like press conferences. They have like fucking
exactly. It's fucking
shows
it's despicable. It's despicable. They're a pretend UFC, and it's an insult to the UFC. And
it's an insult to them, and it's an insult to WWE. I mean, they weren't the same way beforehand. Like
exactly.
Too much about social media.
WWE, I would return kayfabe instituted.
And also, that's another thing. There's not kayfabe anymore. There's no more kayfabe.
There's not kayfabe anymore. Kayfabe protected the business, but it also enabled storylines to be written. Because what kayfabe protected was the fact that they all are, working
it's
together.
It's a secret brotherhood.
It's a secret brotherhood. So if there's a story that's compelling, like
finally someone scored. Finally.
One of the most compelling stories in wrestling was Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania 20. That is, and Chris Benoit. Those are two of the greatest WrestleMania stories and runs
that's the
I've
best
ever
WrestleMania
seen.
ending ever.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah. That was
Speaking of Chris Benoit, I did a lot of information about what happened on that day. If you know, you know.
I'm well aware. I saw the Dark Side of the Ring documentary. Yeah. That thing on Vice, yeah, I've seen many documentaries already. So yeah.
Ever since Eddie died, this thing went downhill.
Yeah, it went downhill after they after they had to go PG because Lyndon was running for office at the time, so they wanted to keep a squeaky clean reputation.
Chavo really went into depth about how Chris was after Eddie died, and it's creepy. Like, if you hear...
Do you think they were gay? Do you think they were secretly gay?
I have that theory, too, that because for over one guy, they have to be, like, deeply
that did cross my mind. That he, like, legitimately missed him as, like, some...
No, he was literally crying in his bed. Like, once he read his diaries and everything, he literally cried like a lover.
Oh my, that's okay. Okay, that's
like family.
That's that's somebody who lost, a romantic partner kind of behavior.
Yeah, and he in his bed too, like literally.
Reading diaries and crying in his bed, that is some homo stuff. No,
there's something wrong with them being the thing. It's just I'm thinking that's speculation of what led to the downfall too.
Allegedly, I'm not trying to slander his.
I have to push back on that, because everything now is this is this. If you're not, your orientation, people should not pretend to know what that is. Okay, I grew up in San Francisco. I actually can detect how people are, yada yada. But that's a different point. Just because you lost someone and you're reading their their daily on a diary, and you're reminiscing. It's more like a brother type of relationship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a brother.
Okay, because when some children lose their parents, when they pass away, they go into their parents' room and they reminisce all that stuff. That happens all the time. And so if anyone is going to make that assumption, then you're just talking out of the backside of, I understand that. Now
but that's a child to their parent, not
both of them came together and I think the WCW, you know, a lot of these wrestlers are like, even though they, you know, on the ring they hate each other, a lot of these wrestlers are people, and they build chemistry together, and we don't get to see that. And then once they enter the business, they change who they are, they build their character. But after every show, all these wrestlers are very close, and I am not surprised if some of the female wrestlers have private relationship with male wrestlers. We don't know.
It's common, actually.
It's common now, and I think there's 2 wrestlers who are married, and you know they're in the main roster, and they have a kid together.
Yeah, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
Seth and Becky Lynch, yeah, that's one of them. Miz and Maurice, yeah.
Okay,
Miz and Maurice. Who else? Scarlett Bordeaux and Karrion Kross, if they're even still.
Yeah, they're big together, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and they're also
something like that. I don't know.
You know.
Yeah, but I understand. Like, did you hear?
Good thing they got rid of Velveteen Dream, though. That's
he fucked his own thing. He wasted his potential on that.
He fucking talk about wasted potential.
My dad,
no,
my dad actually liked him. He said he was the next Black Shawn Michaels. That's what my dad said.
He was.
I liked him.
He was good.
The next Black Shawn Michaels, right there. Literally,
he had
said
charisma. He had the androgynous thing going. He was like legit that character. It was like a mix of Jimi Hendrix
that's original
and Prince.
That was
Prince. Fucking awesome.
His finisher was named the Purple Rainmaker. Like
exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So you know, sometimes you can, you know, screw yourself, and he's a fucking creep, dude. So it's like fuck.
Off topic.
No, he's trying to get back, but yeah.
Off topic, but I gotta say this. Chavo, did you all see the Chavo Guerrero interview with Chris Jericho about Chris Benoit?
No.
Probably the same thing I probably saw on fucking Dark Side of the Ring.
It's creepy. It's creepy. I'll tell you this right now. That when he talks, just picture how it went.
I'm well aware of what. Yeah.
I can only imagine Chavo and Chris and Eddie, and I mean the 4 of them were tight, and 2 of them died.
And also also Vicky was tight with Nancy at the same time too. Both of them, the wives of
also
Chris and Eddie.
Lance Armstrong, the referee, was also involved in it.
Mm.
Oh, the guy who
Steve Armstrong. Yeah, Steve Armstrong.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Chavo, even though like they were like a few years apart, that was
a brother relationship right there.
That was his real life uncle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but they felt like brothers. Uncle. They treated each other like brothers and actual uncle and nephew.
Exactly. That happens. I know a Jewish family who had that.
Okay. I worked.
Guys from Anthrax.
I worked at a school in 2014, and there was a father who recently got separated with the mother of the girl, and basically the father had a brother who became the uncle of the little girl who was his daughter.
I'm already confused.
Okay, so all right, basically a father married, and they had a child, a girl. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This man is in his 40s, but he had a brother who was the same age as his daughter. So even though people were like, "Oh, that's brother and sister," no, she's like, "Oh, that's my uncle. He's the same age as me." And basically, yeah. So that's Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero.
Chavo.
It happens.
I'm actually 3 years younger than my actual aunt right now, from my mom's side, which is crazy.
Happens. One of my mentors is 55 years old. 55 years old. His niece is the same age as him because his older brother is almost 77 years old. So it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
Yeah, it feels weird with my aunt because she's like 3 years older than me. She's 28 and 25.
Back in the day, there's not much to do. So people used to have like 7, 8 brothers and sisters. And so some of them were like 15, 20 years apart.
Yeah.
That's me and my step.
Oh no,
sibling.
that's me and my youngest. No, my youngest sister. I'm 7 years. That's the longest distance I have with a sister. Yeah, 7 years. Yeah.
My well-adjusted, 20 years older step sibling.
I'm within a year or two, like age difference from my own sister. So yeah.
Biological, because these are my step ones.
Not biological, yeah. Full-blooded.
Yeah, I've got a good relationship with my biological.
No, but I have 2 half siblings, but I consider them full sisters. But yeah, as well. So yeah.
Yep.
Different fathers.
Oh,
but
that's
yeah.
good. That's good. If you grew up on John Cena, you realize he's overrated. We had to deal watching John Cena hijack the company for like 13 years because Brock
Even as a
Lesnar
no,
left.
I was part of the demographic when he was growing up.
I mean,
yeah, that too.
You look at I
never got the hype around John Cena, even as a young kid at the age. I was more invested with the heels.
I mean, maybe because
you like the heels more. That's what made the Attitude Era so great.
Yeah, that's why I like.
The baby faces.
That's why I like guys
badasses.
like Randy Orton and shit.
Randy Orton's a badass.
Even when he was the Legend Killer, I was full. Yeah, like the more.
Because he's fucking crazy.
I love more compelling characters. I guess I was more mature than my kids my own age.
I guess.
Yeah. The Rock could do a lot of different. The Rock is like the greatest comedy wrestler ever, and people don't even realize he's a comedic wrestler. He's
the way he does the people,
funny.
The way he does the people's elbow, the way he sells the stunners.
He's the fucking funniest guy. That's why the Rock and Stock connection work. They understand comedy, timing, rhythm.
I mean, Mick
all
Foley
that
was
stuff.
also the comedy act with Mr. Stock.
Dude, that is wrestling. It's entertainment. It's characters. It's
characters.
Shit. And that's what wrestling has lost. They destroyed the character. Exactly, they destroyed the character and made the person, the real person, the central figure. Wrestling right now is mimicking New Japan Pro Wrestling, and that's the dumbest, stupidest shit. And the Smart Busters
that nobody
said this
cares
years
about.
ago. That nobody cares about.
Nobody cares about you, and you should be imitating pop culture right now. That's what made it famous in the 80s.
In the late 90s, yeah.
I'm lost.
I have a Roku TV, and the Roku as the Roku channel, and they have a series that they're creating, and one of them is a WWE series where you see the talent who are trying to enter the business, and they're not wrestling during that entire show. I saw one episode.
Tough enough.
It's not tough enough. It's basically like they're trying to see how people, and so many people who are walking in for the audition. So basically, there's an audition before you even get into the ring.
Performance center.
And almost everyone is horrible on the promos. And so one guy came in with a cape, and he put on like a wrestling trunks, and he started to mimic Shawn Michaels,
Hurricane Helms, probably.
That wrestler called Prince
Damn,
Albert.
back there's a hurricane.
And then Trish Stratus was there.
So they were probably scoffing themselves.
And then Shawn Michaels was like, "Listen, you are never going to be in the WWE if you copy things that have already been done. It's also an insult to me and everyone up here who had to develop these characters over time, because the characters that were the final product of many, many changes." And so he's like, if this is your audition, you are done. He came back the following week. He kept doing the same thing, mimicking wrestlers. And then Triple H said this: "It's time for you to leave. It looks like you don't care about this business. We're looking for people who actually know you're not trying to be us. You're not trying to be you. You're trying to create something that will connect with the audience, and you don't have it." And the guy had a smart mouth. He started the smart mouth. Oh, you. And then Triple H reminded him, "I'm in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Fame. She's in the Hall of Fame. You're not even in the door yet. Goodbye." So you have to have like theater skills and And that's why The Rock was really good. He knew how to talk. And if you watch like the Rock videos when he was a kid, he was a natural person on a screen. Everyone knew he was going to be an actor. But because the football dream, WWE helped him become that actor that he now is.
He went to Miami with one stop.
And that's why his movie company is called $12 Promotion, because that's all he had when he went back to his dad. $12 in his bank account.
Wow. Yeah,
His
I'm
father-
glad he got rid of that Rocky Maivia character immediately. That was so lame. Rocky, I would have written "Die Rocky Die." I mean, fuck you, bro. Fuck you and my intelligence. You're just gonna come out as Mr. Happy Babyface. Fuck you.
I know, like, basically, I understand he was trying to pay homage to his grandfather who passed away, when he started, and of course he was trying to page his father and I think Tony Atlas or whoever the tag team partner was with his dad.
Rocky Johnson, his father.
That's why
Rocky
it's called Rocky Maivia. Rocky for his dad's character and Maivia for his mother's last name. Maivia.
The Inoue family are probably one of the most significant wrestling families in the business.
They're probably number one in wrestling lineage after the Rhodes and Hart family. So yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, like when The Rock left in 2004, he sat down with Howard Stern, and I think the interview is on YouTube, but I saw it live, and he was saying he was a natural gifted fighter. He can move in the ring. Everyone at the time who were retired or the people who trained him, Rock had the natural ability to fight in the ring. And he was telling, but the fans saw his gimmick was so bad that they were booing him. And so The Rock had to either change something up, do something that, didn't fit him so he could get the respect. And so he decided to be the third person, he's referring himself to a third person. And he's saying, I, or, and so the fans were like, dude, this guy is becoming annoying, but then they loved it. And then he piggybacked off that. And then that's how The Rock.
He was in the Nation of Domination, which was like the Black Panthers of the
NAACP of wrestling. But
yeah.
So The Rock, when he did that Howard Stern, he basically said that's the reason why he almost failed. And basically how many wrestlers, when they enter, you can be naturally as gifted as you want, but if you don't connect with the fans, they're like, nah.
Prime Rock is like Rock on a 1999 SmackDown, like a fucking $3,000.
Hollywood Rock was his best character in my opinion. Hollywood Rock 03.
Oh, he was so condescending. I liked it.
That was his better work.
I didn't understand because, like I said, why is everyone booing him? He had a new look.
And he's smiling at the same time.
And then
he was entertaining as a heel.
But then I learned, again, remember, they write their own stuff, their material. He said they were hyping him and Hogan again, another match together. That's why he was becoming like a dick.
It's so good. That match is so good, though. Too.
Yeah, the first one.
Great.
18.
Yeah. Yep. With him and Hogan in Montreal, I think that was fucking.
Yeah, it was the last time they had a WrestleMania in Canada. Get this guy over there.
Yeah, y'all good with that. I was good with John Cena versus The Rock.
So Eric Bieniemy is with UCLA. That's where, after he got fired from the Commanders.
Jesus. That's who should be our next head coach.
No, I used to hype this guy up, and even though I don't,
you don't think he developed Daniel Jones? I mean, not
right about Eric Bieniemy. He's a good coordinator, but apparently he has bad relationships, and so that's why Andy Reid could never
get away with him.
Like the Chiefs were trying to get rid of him, year after year after year, and many people were like, "Why is he never getting?" Because and then Eric Bieniemy leaves, and Patrick Mahomes, Eric Bieniemy, really helped Patrick.
Really
Mahomes.
now?
Yeah,
But
Eric
Those
Bieniemy
all-
developed Patrick Mahomes.
No
That's
wonder
why I wanted
Mahomes'
Eric.
numbers are declining for his standards.
That's why I wanted Patrick Eric Bieniemy.
Maybe he was the secret sauce to Mahomes' 40 passing TD
but-
year, 50 passing.
Yeah, he was.
So Eric Bieniemy, I don't know what team he had an interview with. When the interview was over, Eric Bieniemy had a like a disrespectful tone, and basically the organization was like, he came in here, started dictating that he already had the job. He didn't do how all the other coaches, and that's why he never got a head coaching job. Maybe he's a good coach. And basically, now I understand.
He just has a horrible attitude.
I used to fight for it. I said, yo, ITC, you should get them, or the Bears should get it. I used to overhype this guy. And then finally, RJ, when RJ and CEO proved me wrong, and there's very little most of the time, they
on the rare occasion that happens once in a millennium.
Yeah. So.
All right. Then we would basically be replacing Kyle Shanahan with another Kyle Shanahan, basically.
Comeback time, boys.
Ego, character issues.
Anyway, we
lost to Edmonton. Whatever.
If the Giants do keep your coach, I think
your fat, bald.
He's not fat anymore.
Coach.
He's not fat anymore. He's bald-headed though. So
anyway,
so he's like Bam Bam Bigelow.
I do think, I do think, when he was a coordinator for Buffalo, I think he's going to find a quarterback that resembles.
Yeah, because Jones didn't draft he wasn't his pick. He's going to get his own guy now.
I don't think Shador fits that category. I don't think Cam Ward fits that category.
And that's why Carson Beck is going to be in New York.
Hold on.
Oh, fuck off.
That's why the Oregon quarterback is a very interesting thing, because he does give me a bit of some Josh Allen plays. Now he's a left-hander, and so if that's that's a possibility.
He's just having up these Oregon quarterbacks.
Whoa! What's wrong with being a left-hander? I'm a left-hander.
You're left-handed? Oh wow!
I'm ambidextrous.
You're lucky you are right-handed. Yeah.
I was born left-handed, but I don't know how I developed being a right-hander.
Lucky y'all both, friend.
Baseball, maybe.
I'm right-handed.
Why is he that far off from the hash? Jesus.
In college, that's how they do it. This is one thing. I like Brian Cope, but me and him disagree when it comes to kicking, because he's the kicking expert.
Remember, he's a special team guru.
But the point of the matter is, in college, the hashes are much wider, and the field goal post was much wider. That's why when the kickers went, the good kickers could actually kick it in the more narrow and more closer hashes. And that's why when Jake Moody was drafted, and he's still a little bit at me, everyone knows that I was hard on Jake Moody when we drafted him. Brian took offense because I was a little bit too harsh. And that's all I'm going to say about Brian. But at the end of the day, I was right about Jake Moody. He has a strong leg, but his accuracy.
He's inaccurate.
Problem. And
he's got the EPS. He's got the EPS.
And you see it all the time. And Tommy said it. Even Corey, who was very close.
But then again, a lot of kickers are not this anymore.
It's the ball slides to the right.
Bro, we should have sent Robbie Gould to Germany to get the CMC treatment for his fucking leg. Brought him back. We would have won.
I was too harsh. John, you were too harsh. But anyway.
At that point, most kickers aren't this good anymore. Besides Brendan Aubrey, not that many good kickers nowadays. They're starting to become washed or not good. So
yeah,
you see Justin Tucker looking washed. That's how you know it's a problem.
Dude, that's how I know I'm old.
The Ravens,
because he was a rookie in that Super Bowl.
Sheesh. Now, I want to talk about Ronnie Bell quickly for a bit.
Oh, I fucking hate that motherfucker.
I want to talk about him during the draft process.
If he caught that ball, Brock doesn't get that heat.
Okay,
we win that game.
I'm talking
he
about
lost the game.
I can care less about his playing. I want to point this out.
Okay.
That when the Niners drafted him late in the 6th round, he was a late 4th, early 5th round projection. And when we drafted him, it was known as a value pick. There are different types of picks, like needs, values, reach, yada yada. It was a value pick. That's why we picked him up. I like the value pick. But once you're drafted, you have to start playing football. And he has not shown that he can play football in the NFL level. But
no, he hasn't.
Again, shout out to our some of our good friends that we have on the Wednesday night. I got criticized that I was being too hard and too biased. But it is what it is. It's like you cannot please everyone on social media. Like everyone comes off nice, and then after a while, when they get comfortable, they start being a bit of dicks for some reason. I don't know why. But
we had Robbie Gould all those years, so we were spoiled. We didn't realize we had it.
We had Lawrence Tynes for years, but that was my favorite kicker for you.
Now we know the value. We should have known the value of special teams in 2011. But Shut up, YTC. I know what you're going to say. So we should have always prioritized.
He's been clutch. He's like
from fucking. God damn it! I often wonder if we would have won that Super Bowl because Brady doesn't like the kind of defense we ran.
Also, we traded him for a 7th rounder in 07, but yeah, his favorite kicker. Thank you, Kansas City, but yeah, he was formerly Kansas City.
You lucky motherfuckers, I swear, man.
This is when the Chiefs were garbage.
Wait, 3 missed field goals in the NFC Championship.
And Tom Coughlin's face is swollen like a red pumpkin.
Fucking Tom Coughlin looks like
a swollen tomato.
A swollen tomato. Fucking ball looks like an icicle.
Like I could just pinch him with a needle.
Finally, in overtime, after deciding not to go for it on 4th because of the kicker, motherfuckers actually finally win the game with the kicker.
Yeah,
I love it.
Hey, listen, he was swollen like a tomato. You just put like a little needle, he would have popped out pus and stuff like that.
Bro.
So swollen he was.
I still can't believe it went down like that. That's why I was just like, I hate when I see the Giants.
And also, Brett Favre's final throw as a Packer was a pick. His final throw as a Packer.
Fuck Brett Favre.
And then he went to the Jets after.
Motherfucker tortured me as a kid.
And then he went to the Jets, and then he stunk over.
And then he went to the Vikings, and I was like, yeah, get him, Bounty Gate, get him. I felt bad for Kurt Warner though. Kurt Warner got fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't deserve that, dude. My God, you could have gone to the goddamn ring without having to fucking beat him up. Jesus, what did he do?
Hey, listen, the original
Bounty Gate asshole. Fuck him.
But let's remind you, the original Bounty Gate happened in Philly, and ironically, the coordinator was also.
That's right.
And Buddy Ryan with Lawrence Taylor with Buddy Ryan, yeah.
That's right. Shit. That's amazing to me. That a fucking offensive player, he would have an offensive player intentionally injure a defensive player. That's hilarious to me.
Yeah,
that's how you know Listen, I love Ronnie Lott. I think he's without a doubt the GOAT defensive back, corner, safety, whatever. But for me, Lawrence Taylor is the defensive GOAT. He's the defense.
Speaking of it, guess what? No, somebody in my Discord said something hilarious about LT. LT made it essential to draft LTs.
That's ironically true.
That's how essential LTs are when he was blitzing from the blind side.
Ability to blindside, strip sack. You don't get Von Miller without LT. Period.
And I don't care what YTC says. Ronnie Lott's the best defensive player. Cough, cough.
Man, Spider Lockhart was better.
Whatever.
I wasn't even watching anymore.
I mean, I do see Elton chop off his finger to get back into the game, but Lawrence Taylor did battle.
Hey, listen, Spider Lockhart grind up. I know what you're gonna say.
That's the way football was played back then.
We're gonna have to figure out who the best white cornerback in the NFL.
Jason Sehorn
of all time.
Don't start.
No, not.
Don't start. No,
probably Jason
Sehorn. No.
Yeah, it's Jason Sehorn.
And also that pick six against the Eagles in 2000. That jungle pick six against the Eagles.
God damn, I'm old enough to remember Jason Sehorn. Holy shit.
Remember that tip drill pick he had with one hand? Tip drill it. And he returned it, yeah. Sehorn, yeah. Against the Eagles.
See, the fact that there's no more white like cornerbacks shows that we declined in like athleticism.
Mm-hmm.
There's
like
one
the NFL has like gone as the NFL has gotten worse, as emphasized offense, defensive talent has become.
Yeah, I mean, you have the triple K duo.
sophisticated.
I mean, you have the triple K duo in Philadelphia right now with Reed Blankenship and Cooper DeJean. The triple K.
Yes.
Oh boy.
The exciting whites.
The safety duo.
You got the Three Stooges out there, Spongy. And not because they're in black and white.
Hey, they got Bradbury too. They got the other stooge.
And they got some sauce. No. They got some sauce with them three little dumplings.
We need to find another white corner just to pair them up.
Well, at the end of the day, I always want to point this out. The Amendola is not a dirty player. Cough, cough.
Oh yeah, he got paid, so we'll see. I mean, he got paid.
He's not a dirty player. I've seen those hits.
You don't get the joke.
I'd be mad. I'd be mad too. I would be mad too. He talks shit. I'd be mad too. Get over it.
You don't get the joke because when the Eagles played the Niners, the Amador at the end of the game tackled somebody, and then Sponge was like, "Dirty player!" He just screamed out.
Oh my! You did? You wiener!
That was blinking. That was blinking.
Wiener.
He's talking like.
Bro, that was an excellent. Okay, the game was a sentence. The game was a rebuttal. Okay, and that hit was basically the exclamation point at the end of that sentence.
Well, at the same time, Mac Ultra was not being respectful, so I could see why.
Oh yeah, he was like happy as shit. Yeah,
I could see why he like outburst.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen what Mac Ultra was doing when we.
Oh, Mac Ultra hates all things Philadelphia.
Yeah, hey, and he's a lot of people.
I would have loved to see. I would have loved to have seen everybody's reaction, other than like Eagles fans.
Like, we got the Super Bowl reaction. The
reason why I like Mac Ultra is because Mac Ultra is from Louisiana, and many of the blacks who live in San Francisco are from Louisiana. So when I hear that Louisiana accent, oh my gosh, it's like me talking with a lot of my friends and a lot of the adults.
That's who, yeah.
Yep.
No, but he's popped up many times in Mac Culture. He was a regular, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like Corey Davis. White teacher, do you remember when Corey Davis went to Louisiana?
Yeah, he was on a trip. Yeah, he posted.
Corey Davis, who lived in the Bay Area, had ties in Louisiana. So it's a true thing. I gotta find those videos and edit it.
He was singing. There's also singing videos if you're gonna edit too. Him singing, I think.
Yeah, edit it. So on Thursday when I do the first annual Corey Davis Thanksgiving game, because that was the last time he did a game, I will pay homage.
Bro, there has been so much unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
Michael, why have you been so silent, buddy? Do you have to go to
bed? I'm kind of.
He does have a point there.
Michael.
I mean,
are you tired because we're past your bedtime? It's a joke.
I mean, you can't blame him. There's nothing going on, bro. It's 9-13.
Oh shit! It's late. Damn.
I know I'm gonna be dipping a little bit early because I want to have some dinner before I go to bed.
I'm waiting for this game to be over, but I don't.
Yes, yeah.
I can stay on for the next.
I have to sleep.
Also, I'm actually in the background just editing for tomorrow's games. I got to do the tags and all before I head off to bed.
I can't wait for the Seahawks game tomorrow.
I'm just doing the 2 games. That's it. And I'm actually gonna be faithful to my team, unlike Mike here, who all of a sudden stopped doing Bear games.
Or are you feeling a Bears tomorrow?
Nope. They can only if Eberflus gets fired, which will not be until the end.
I'm more loyal. My team's 2-8 right now. We're tanking, so
Michael, you had it both. You have to be loyal to your team.
He's gonna get it fired eventually.
I want them to. Well, the
You
fact
want
that
it
he's still,
now, whiner.
Fucking,
Michael,
hey,
you have
listen,
to be
I've
loyal to
only
your
witnessed one winning season since my tenure on YouTube. Since I've been doing YouTube, that's it.
because the organization doesn't have the balls to fire in
And
season.
What if you guys win tomorrow? Then now what?
What if you beat the Vikings? You're gonna be
What if
going
you beat 'em,
backwards
bro?
if y'all beat the Vikings.
Bro, what's your record?
They're
4-6.
4-6,
They're
yeah.
losing.
So that
They're
makes you the
losing.
bottom of the NFC North, right?
Yeah, that's a competitive division
And
this year.
celebrate. Michael, you can't celebrate tomorrow if your team beats the Vikings.
I mean,
You're acting
it's
like
it's one of those years, dude. It's
You're
a
acting-
tight
He would've
year.
been-
You can't.
He would have been celebrating to beat the Packers.
Listen, you're not going to be the bully who runs the division every year. Sometimes certain divisions, especially in the NFC South, has always been at the same level, even if they're garbage.
No, the NFC's nobody wins back to back, but yeah.
I mean, no, did I say East? I meant South. I'm sorry, I meant
But no,
South.
Yeah, South and East, but yeah, both hot potato with the division leads every year.
Like the NFC West is almost always competitive.
Yeah,
You've always got like
can't lose.
either
Yeah, we
like a
can't lose.
13-3.
The Bears
not
have
like
never
13-3.
been. The Bears have never been.
Also, the hardest in my opinion, since we have the most rings, but yeah, as a division.
Oh, fuck.
When was the last time the Bears won
And the
division?
most toxic.
I don't.
Most
2018.
toxic and also East
I
Coast
don't
toxic.
even give a fuck if they win. I want Eberflus fired. He's worse than Joe Judge. He's worse than.
Take that back. He didn't run a QB sneak at his own 5. Fuck all that. He did not run no QB sneak at his own 5. Can't be that bad.
Michael, come on, man.
He's the worst head coach. He's the worst head coach in history.
You said this about Matt Nagy
Fuck off.
2 years ago.
When he didn't run a QB sneak at his own goal line.
Who was the Browns head coach that went 0-17? Oh yeah, Hugh Jackson. He's worse than Hugh Jackson.
Is he worse than Matt Nagy?
Yes, it's not even close.
You're so negative. You're always complaining. You're never happy.
Is he worse
you
than Mark
sit on your
Trestman?
ass most of the time.
Bro, he's the Bears fan.
What?
Like, what they can have nothing to follow?
What?
Enjoy life. Enjoy life. I know it sucks.
You're
I
a
love
Bears fan.
football.
Hey,
So
listen,
it sucks.
I've only had
Bro,
one playoff victory in the
think
last.
about it, bro.
That's it. Decade.
My team have been around for
Playoff
100 years. We have nothing. And I'm still a fan of them.
Yeah, I'm covering the Giants every year, regardless of record. So
Listen, I have to listen. So I have to be the. Sometimes I have to be the Billy Bob of the Bears.
Listen,
Oh
you're not in a Super Bowl window. Your behavior is not conducive with what somebody whose team's in a Super Bowl.
Hey, listen,
window
I've seen
would
Tia
act.
Rose do Cardinal games, and this team's are low in positions right now. So
I know, like
Yeah, but TRL's realistic though.
TRL did
TRL's
one.
This
he's
is how
realistic
Mike-
though.
no, I'm saying when his teams were
Michael
losing,
grew up,
when the
he
Cardinals weren't good last
But-
year or
but
the year before.
This is how Michael grew up. He grew up spoiled, so he wants his team to be amazing. He wants
Your team
everything
not
to
gonna be
happen
like the
right way.
49ers of the peak every year.
So TRL.
I'm harding with the Giants, but yeah.
One thing I like about TRL, like he's a diehard Cardinals fan from the Phoenix area of Arizona, and so that's dedication. He chose a local team where he's from, and that's why I have respect for him. But at the same time, every year for him, it's like if we don't have a winning season, that's not good enough because, of course, are the Cardinals ever going to build a legacy like the Steelers, the Niners, Packers?
No,
we don't know. But if his team has a winning record, Arizona fans should be proud because there's a winning record and you go to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm happy about.
You're a
the Cardinals,
Bears
bro.
fan, Michael. You are the same thing as the Cardinals. Okay, you cannot expect to be the Steelers, the Niners, the Packers, the yada yada. You need to be trying to put realistic expectations for your team.
And at least you guys are. Well, you guys are 4-6. That's not even that bad.
And the Chicago Bears are one of the most heralded franchises.
Hey, listen,
in football. If you're an old school football fan,
we're 2-8 right now, so I'm still doing the game tomorrow.
The Bears are not a historic franchise.
You guys are the in the NFL. You have
okay. I'm pulling your fan card. The Bears are a historic franchise.
What you
George
mean?
Halas
One
was one of
Super
the
Bowl,
originators of the
One
game.
Super Bowl, really?
And I don't have anything.
You have you have 8 titles before the Super Bowl era.
And you know that.
Did you even know that? Did you even know that?
Yes.
No,
Yes,
you
the
didn't.
Bears.
wasn't for the
Yeah, the
No, you
Bears.
didn't.
Because if
Yes,
they counted,
they
we'd be the
did.
top of the
The
NFC East right now.
No,
Historically.
the way you react with such spite and venom because you didn't get your way, how entitled you think you are because for whatever reason,
He
you
grew
have
up
very
that way.
unrealistic expectations. You have very
I just-
unrealistic expectations of life.
Well, I don't. Well, I want Eberflus to be fired.
He's not
Okay.
even that
Wanting
bad.
to keep busting.
He is. He is bad.
Michael, you guys are 4-6.
And most of the. Well, why do Bears fans want him gone, including Keek? Including Keek.
You really don't listen to your dad. Keep. Okay.
Why do you listen to your own fan base?
Ah,
Keek said that.
Why are we
also
following
said-
people? Why we can't formulate opinions on their own?
Yeah.
I don't follow no one. I follow.
He
I
just
do what
quit it
I-
on him. I've
I don't
been
follow-
quit.
I don't
I've
follow
been-
no one. I'm my own person as
Quit
a
it.
Giants fan now.
quit
I just
it.
watch what I
Quit
see.
it isn't a word, Michael. It's quit, not
Mike,
quitting.
I mean, you quit after the Packers. After you lost to the Packers.
I'm rogue right now as a fan. I like just yeah.
I've been done with Eberflus since the Cardinals game.
Oh, okay.
Get on, kid.
Uh,
Get on, kid.
Okay. Anybody that defends Eberflus is a clown.
Michael, you gave out on your team when they're not even that bad.
You have a really good defense.
Yeah.
You just got to get the offensive line to run. You're not that far off. Literally,
And plus, you
the
guys
defense
are
is good. It's just the secondary needs.
Yeah, who's your
coordinator.
fucking
Don't worry.
GM?
You guys are in the playoffs hunt.
You guys
Oh,
need a new
the
coordinator
guy
though, because
who
your secondary was
drafted
getting
Patrick
cooked against Green Bay.
The guy who
Like-
helped draft Patrick Mahomes is the GM
But
of the
you
Bears.
do have. But
Oh, then
they do-
shut up! Jesus
Plus you have
Christ!
plus you have the number 1 red zone defense in the league right now.
No, no.
But yeah,
I bet he didn't know
Sentinel,
that.
They want Sentinel. They want him gone too. They want the coach and the GM gone.
yeah.
I never
listen,
said.
Mike.
I
Mike,
want.
it's just your O line. Just fix the O line. The thing will fix itself. That's all it is.
Who-
Fix the
When
O-line
did I-
and the wide receivers.
You got DJ Moore. You paid him already. It's just yeah. You paid him. You're praising Rome. Fucking You got Cole Kmet. You don't even use them that much. For no reason.
What's the name of your GM?
Ryan Poles.
No wonder he
Cole Kmet's
sucks.
an-
He's not a Jew.
Cole Kmet's a
Like Howie Roseman.
borderline top 10.
Fuck you, Spongy.
And you don't
That's
use
not
him?
a compliment.
But yeah,
I hate the
plenty
Eagles.
of positions the Bears have. They just don't use them. And they don't
No,
get
but
the
seriously,
acquisitions of the O-line.
in all seriousness, I can understand your frustration, but to have such spite at your own team with such unrealistic expectations, I have realistic expectations, and when I rage out because I know I'm going to be stuck with
Just
something.
give me a
You know how you know you're going to be stuck with something.
cornerback.
You know how
that's
you know
all I
you're going to
want.
be stuck with something you don't want to be stuck to? Now I know how people who've been married for 30 years feel like. You know what I mean? Because I've been married to the 49ers for 30 years. And when
Well,
they
I'm
piss
cracking
me off,
20 in
they
a few
piss me
years
off.
with the
bro.
Giants. I'm about to crack 20 in 2 months. No, in a year. 2026.
You don't kid. He couldn't even come onto the streams without Keek's approval for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That thing.
I don't.
Oh my god, you're being
Without his
puppet.
approval? What? And Swift?
Wait,
Who's Swift?
So basically,
Is this true?
basically, Michael created a podcast with Get On Kid over the summer.
The
And,
CT podcast.
Michael, basically, so Keek on the mic reached out to me at the end of the year, asking about Michael. So I'm gonna tell you everything. And I said, hey, you and him are the Bears fan. If you think that's the right thing to do, yada yada. The reason why he checked up on me is because we were talking about your behavior, and he was worried that if you and him did something, the continuation of how you acted, and we both agreed that your behavior is not something that a person your age should be acting. But he likes you. He likes you. So because of that conversation, I don't know if you and him, whatever you talked about, but you took it way out of proportion and you started to ban people. That's the problem.
I
And
remember
now,
that.
now Sentinel, now you know why Carcast and Spongy won't leave this guy alone because he cut these two guys off.
That enough.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Now,
That
yes,
is true.
Carcast and Spongy took it also out of proportion. So at the end of the day, it's all these three guys little.
And also, we kind of ruined Carcast, and he turned it to Michael.
Yeah,
to
Yeah,
a degree.
Carcast used to be.
I'm calling you the Three Stooges from now on. Carcast,
Yeah, that's what we
Spongy,
call
and
them, the
Michael.
Three Stooges of
You're
CTE.
the Three Stooges. You're the
Of
Three
CTE.
Stooges of the CTE. This is what we should call this group, the CTE.
Or the Seal.
No, that's the Three Stooges right there.
The Ambrose, Wolverine, stuff on. So.
Oh hell no! Don't do them like that. Hell no!
CTE of the Seal. CTE of the Seal.
Don't disrespect the Shield like that. More like 3 and B. That's more up their alley.
Oh, 3MB, I forgot about that.
We're a 3-man band. Nothing.
Two out of the three were main eventers.
Two of the
I don't
three.
give a shit about your kids.
One had a fucking
No,
insanity
one of-
run, and one's
And Brock,
got
and people
saved.
say Brock can't be on the mic. The three Michael Tears.
Carcasser.
No,
Carcasser.
you know what? The Social Outcasts. There you go. That's the tag team for them. The Social Outcasts. If you remember that
Oh my
song.
God.
Oh, remember that? What's that?
Or
gay
should we
WWE
call them the Core? After the next, that's how horrible the
Wait,
Core.
what's that gay
Hmm.
WWE tag team, bro? Back
Oh,
in the
Billy
day.
and Chuck. No.
Oh, Billy and Chuck.
Or if you want to go modern, pretty deadly. If you want to go modern,
Oh,
that's
God.
or fucking Breezango, fucking Tyler Breeze and Fan.
Oh no, Edge. What's his Edge and his group?
Wait, who's that fuck who was like did the
What?
dinosaur shit with
Wait.
the two chicks who would jump
Hang on,
around?
Wait, what?
Titus?
What group?
No,
It-
no, we the
Here's
Dudley
one.
Boys.
Let's go.
No, you're not.
No, that's the Miz and the Miz Taraj.
oh,
No,
okay,
no.
the core.
Bungie and Michael Miz and R2.
The
No,
core.
remember the B team? No, remember the B team? Curtis
Michael-
Axel and
Michael
Baldells
Buddy.
before he became Uncle Howdy.
Michael Buddy. Michael Buddy.
The B team.
The core, no,
Michael
the core is
Buddy.
too
I
good.
told you.
No, besides Wade Barrett, you know,
Buddy.
the rest were mid
Michael.
though in the core.
No, the core is too good.
Michael, I thought your Blackhawks were good.
I'm trying to think right now.
What, you want a cookie?
No, the
Yeah,
primetime
we-
players.
The primetime players, no, that's disrespectful. Don't do different and Titus like that.
Wait, isn't one of them actually gay?
Oh yeah, Darren, yeah.
Bums. We beat you, bums.
No, but it's three members. It has to be
guys
three
suck.
members.
Suck, Michael.
Yeah, we'll do it with the
You
social
guys
outcast.
suck.
That's the social outcast.
Yeah, you're the social outcast.
Okay.
Or the spirits. or
Yeah,
fucking the spirits.
Joy,
Michael's
spiritual
Michael's Bubble Ray Dudley, Carcass is Spike Dudley, and fucking Spongy is like Spud Dudley. You're the social outcast. You're the modern
Suck,
Dudley
Michael.
brothers. You're the modern
You
Dudley
guys
brothers.
suck.
Spongy over here celebrating his
Or Big
Stanley
Dud
Cup
Dudley,
victory.
the big fat dude. Not Stott, the other Dudley.
Yeah, that's why he's Bubba. That's why Michael's Bubba.
Big Dud. Yeah, not,
Listen,
And
Spongy,
Carcass is Devon.
Spongy, I'm just
Carcass
gonna
Devon.
Spongy is Spud.
Nah, what's that group?
Don't do D.
Uh,
No, not D Wonder.
I'll just it's like this. Spongy, you don't know what the fuck we're referring to, but YTC and I are having a fucking laugh because we're having some nostalgia fucking funny moments here.
Justin gave. Oh, Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
Mike Eagles. Wade. Don't do Wade Barrett like that. Fuck off. Hell no.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
He
god!
slayed her sponge.
Too,
And he called
too
you the
late.
chick from Wendy's. He called you a redhead
Too-
sponge.
it's too late. They compare me to Wade Barrett. I'll take that as a compliment.
No,
Hey,
you're
listen.
really in Chuck, bro. Come on.
He called Sponge
Heath
the
Slater.
redhead. He slayed the chick from Wendy's, if you know the reference.
Oh no!
Was that the dude? Was that the dude who got his butt kicked every week with the Hall of Famers?
Yep.
Yeah, the one with the red hair. Yeah, the long red hair.
Was.
The
No.
red hair.
No, watch
Oh,
the
touchdown
I know you remember
USC.
that cheerleader
USC.
group, bro.
Touchdown
Justin
USC.
Gabriel wasted. Oh, he called Kai. That's disrespectful to Justin Gabriel. He was more athletic than anything.
Wait,
Kaiju.
watch the I know you remember that.
Kaiju is
cheerleader
Ezekiel
group.
Jackson.
Oh, never mind. I read it wrong. Wait, what?
What's that cheerleader group back in the day in WWE? They're like cheerleaders and stuff like
No,
that.
the Spirit Squad. That's wow.
Oh my god. Even CM Punk fucking.
No, this is
That's-
literally this is literally Hornswoggle versus Eugene versus James Ellsworth versus Gilbert. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Spongy's definitely Hornswoggle.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I don't know how I should.
You are, because you're the little bastard. Even Jared says.
And
Even Jared,
the guy
you
has
little
the
bastard. You little bastard.
The fucking
Oh,
midget with the
oh.
fucking blue and blonde hair and
I'm a little,
everything.
little bastard.
That leprechaun.
Who's
Fucking Michael's Eugene
leprechaun.
easily. Cardcast is fucking with like Gilbert or some shit. No, James Ellsworth would be fucking Kaiju.
No, you know what? They're all that little mini.
No, Michael's definitely Eugene. No,
You know
stop.
that? Y'all remember that Midget Warrior Rumble? Remember that little Midget Warrior Rumble?
No, he's the heel Eugene. Michael is the heel Eugene.
Off his medication. Damn. Wow. Off the medication one? Damn, that's wild.
Oh, that was some good route running from the USC wide receiver.
Michael's K-Fick, bro.
Katie Vick. Oh, that's. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a little much.
Remember, WWE was wild back then. They had the HLA move.
And the fact that they actually did that on live TV.
Hey, remember, they started the HLA movement with Eric Bischoff down there, if you know. And he was the
I
GM.
don't understand anything you guys are saying, honestly.
No, you don't watch it.
So
Watch WWE. Search it up on your own time, then you understand.
Because you still drink apple juice. This is grown man talk.
And he probably gets drunk off of a Capri Sun. I'll stop. I'll use that joke on Mike.
We all used to get drunk off of Capri Sun back in the day. Like playing like soccer, CYO.
Oh, Sonny.
For you, it's Sunny D. For us,
I'm Hispanic, so I'm pico for me. I'll stop. Get on Kevin. I'm pico.
Oh, yes, he's making a comeback, huh?
He used to drink a shit ton of that, but yeah. Let's see what the score is.
Oh yeah,
We're-
James L.
We're the main event mafia.
Off
like
topic.
YGC, me, John
That's wild.
are the main event mafia.
James L.
I could be-
Carmella. Remember when Carmella kissed James Ellsworth?
No.
Oh no.
I wish you
I-
were him. So
No, you're still Eugene. You're still Eugene. Even though you did get a random kiss from Chrissy Hemme, but
Oh,
that's
I think
one
I was
sound.
the first one that called Michael Eugene.
Yeah, that's Michael's Eugene.
Interception.
Remember when Triple H was cursing out Eugene? Eugene, get out here now. That's literally
Yeah.
what happens when you max out your parents'
Awesome.
credit cards, and I'll stop. That's what it's.
Awesome Kid is El Torito. Awesome Kid is El Torito.
Actually, you know, I'm Evan Bourne, all right? That legend.
Evan Bourne? Oh,
no, get the fuck out of
Evan
here.
Bourne, come on.
Bro, if he's Evan Bourne, I know.
Nah, I know the perfect character for Skimpy here. He's Reginald from He's Reggie. That remember, you know that Reggie with Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler, that guy.
So
That's who he is.
I don't know if you guys remember this wrestler.
He's Enzo Amore.
Oh no, don't do Enzo like that.
No, don't do that to Enzo. Enzo's been through a lot, though. Don't do
So I don't know if you remember, if you guys are remember this wrestler, but it really embodies Michael, the Hurricane.
Oh
that. Yeah. He is. But he's that's why he's biological butters. He's like the heel version of
Hey,
the
listen,
Hurricane.
you know what? No, he should be the
That's where
Hurricane.
biological butters comes from. That's the
listen.
character. That's the evil, powerful supervillain
listen.
genius.
The Hamburglar genius on stop.
There you go.
No, but no, just get
Which
Kaiju
is
as
all-
just get
nicknamed the
Kaiju as
Hamburglar.
Just get Kaiju as Rosie, and then you got
He's the.
fucking
Is he?
the
Are
Hurricane
you,
and
do you
Rosie.
like bagel bites, butters? I love bagel bites. I don't give a shit.
Evan Bourne was the GOAT, all right? I don't hear nothing.
And SVR 11 he was, but not
I don't-
most of the time he was a jobber.
Every now and then I'll have bagel bites. He's not my
Evan
favorite.
Bourne was a fucking jobber.
He's gonna be forever known.
they
He's
used
gonna.
him wrong, right?
He's gonna be He's gonna be forever known for that RKO. That's unfortunately gonna be the staple of his career. Getting that RKO out of nowhere.
Hey, no, hey. Remember that
Evan Bourne.
When he did the
Was
shooting
he in
star
one
press-
match with Randy Orton?
Yeah,
Was
that was
that
that
it?
infamous RKO. After that, he was mostly a
Jesus.
tag team or jobber. Yeah.
He was a tag team champion, and that was all. That was it.
Yeah.
He had a tag team with Kofi Kingston, but that's it.
Oh
I
my
had
god,
no-
Brock Lesnar would kill John. Brock
Airboom, that's
Lesnar
what they
would
call
eat.
it.
Brock Lesnar would kill John Cena, gut him, fucking skin him
He did
alive,
already.
and
He did
then
at
fucking
SummerSlam.
eat him. That's
did it
Brock.
with-
That's who Brock
did-
Lesnar is.
He did at SummerSlam, that 2013.
Bro, I remember that.
Lopsided.
Awesome kid. Were you in the crowd yelling, "Let's
My
go,
8-year-old
Cena"?
me, my 8-year-old me was
No, Cena, get up, get up.
I was like, no, John Cena. I was a
Yeah.
John Cena fanboy.
Hell no, I loved Randy Moore. Loved, especially with fucking 09 Orton, Menace Orton.
Have you seen the dark side of the ring on Randy? No, it's not a dark side of the ring. It's what is it? WWE something.
Heels?
No, it's when they do their own little biography.
Yeah, I've seen Randy for heels, like best heels in the company. He was
Oh
on
yeah,
one of the episodes.
yeah, the best heels, and they go through like Triple H, Stephanie
Definitely
is like
top-
fucking
Randy Orton, Edge,
Randy
like,
Orton,
Mhm.
of course Vince, obviously.
Vince, Edge, fucking yeah, those guys. Heels.
CM Punk is a great heel, but
Mhm.
but it sucks because you actually know that CM Punk is CM Punk basically.
Yeah, he's
an
still a heel.
asshole. He's a fucking that's the real guy. I mean, that's the real guy, just with like allowed to be loud with a microphone, basically.
Mhm.
That's the real guy. I mean, I like CM Punk. CM Punk is like the only wrestler that got me to buy their home
Yeah,
video.
my
because of
favorite
like,
wrestler. No, when he had the long hair
backstory.
was my favorite one of him. The Straight Edge
Oh,
Society.
that was when he had the straight
and
the Straight Edge Society was his best work ever. That
and
is
his feud with Jeff Hardy.
The feud with Jeff Hardy was amazing. That SummerSlam where Undertaker pops out of nowhere,
yeah.
fucking chokes down.
No, Undertaker
I'll
was
never forget
fucking
it.
Teddy Long. And shit.
Yeah,
Buckle up, Teddy. No,
buckle up, Teddy.
Yeah.
See, with wrestling, it's the entertainment value that you remember. It's those moments that you remember.
Yeah.
It's not the fucking UFC shit that you remember. Nobody's gonna remember AEW except for that like backstage thing.
Yeah, just the
fight.
Jack Perry and fucking CM Punk fight. Yeah.
And maybe the fucking John Moxley. Who was he fighting? Ending with that like where like
Yeah, and
pyrotechnics
also
went off?
MJ and just anything MJF says. That's really about it.
Oh yeah, anything MJF. Yeah.
He carried that home company. He's even that's really
MJF should have jumped to the WWE over a year
He
ago.
still can, but still.
He's so stupid. He's gonna end up being AJ Styles. He's wasting his best fucking years there.
No, AJ Styles AJ Styles came after it, like past his prime, and that's why he's not. Yeah. Besides,
Yeah,
world titles
but
and
AJ Styles. This is why AJ Styles should be considered to be one of the greatest ever. I'm not saying he's in like a GOAT status, but he's one of the greatest ever. He was able
overall
to
decorated
go
wrestler
from a rival company. He was able to acclimate from a rival company politically, because all of wrestling is like 50% backstage politics and 50% how good 50% how good you are at your craft. Vince fortunately saw the draw AJ potentially had, and I don't know, with Triple H's help, yes, absolutely. AJ Styles, Cena only had his best matches with AJ Styles as far as a wrestler. And actually, the legit wrestling story arc, I know it sounds corny, but it actually works. It actually works in this day and age because of social media. That's why Cena could get some IWC respect.
Mm-hmm.
Undertaker's last match was cool. I know it wasn't a wrestling match, but his last wrestling match was against John Cena was fucking awesome. I loved it. It was a burial. It was perfect.
glad that was his fun match, not the Super Showdown crap. Unfortunately, that's Shawn Michaels'
my
last
God.
match.
Yeah.
He
Jesus.
decided to come out of retirement for those dollars.
I was in his match with Goldberg, that scared the shit out of me. I thought, oh my God.
Yeah, I thought one of them was gonna die.
Yeah, two old dudes in their 50s and shit.
I mean, Goldberg never could go. That's why a lot of people. That's why I would blame him if I was Bret Hart. But yeah, he was not safe with the people he worked with. He did not protect them. You know.
Oh yeah, off topic, but I saw an interview between William Regal and somebody else. They were talking about Chris Benoit, and William Regal was like, "I knew something was up from him from the
I
jump
saw
street."
that. Yeah, like he's like, I saw in the documentary he's talking to I think Chavo. Like, you don't think he could have done it after he did the memoriam thing for Chris? Yeah, he's like, you don't think it could have happened? He was the first one to suspect. Yeah, some foul play.
Yeah, William Regal saw through whatever was going on.
Wait a minute. You think Chris Benoit didn't murder his wife?
Well, basically the whole company.
Oh, not the Kevin Sullivan theory.
When it happened, the whole company was like, "Nah, not that." But William Regal was like,
Yeah.
"Come on, we all expected this."
The thing was crazy is the news about his death broke out before the show started. Like it was like when they were rehearsing their matches.
Yeah.
All right.
And then apparently Vicky screamed at the top of her lungs,
So-
wailing. I heard about it. Yeah.
USC has the ball. They're in the red zone. It's almost a 2-minute warning. So I'm gonna peace out. I just got my food delivered. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Enjoy your food, bro.
Enjoy your dinner. Yeah.
And before I go, like Corey Davis say, go for it. F all the other teams. But mostly the Rams.
All right. Yeah. It's already 1:40 where I'm at. It's about to be 2 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. I'm still.
Fair.
It's about to be 11 here.
Oh, I can't wait for Monday Night Football. It's the Chargers versus the Ravens.
I'm about to
Get
drop
on,
that
kid
video.
owns you, Mike. Go to bed.
Dang, I own you, Mike. Go to bed, son. Wow.
No, it's the other way around.
Mike running the Bears is pretty much how Dixie Carter runs TNA.
Oh,
Are you
wow,
saying
that's
Michael sleeps with the wrestler, sleeps with the players?
Oh.
Because Dixie Carter did fuck Scott Hall in TNA.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's wild.
She fucked the other wrestlers.
Definitely some favors, and rewards.
Who the fuck? If you're like a middle-aged fucking out-of-shape wrestler like Scott Hall, who wouldn't fuck Dixie Carter?
Oh
Who wouldn't
yeah, that reminds me.
for more money.
Hey,
when the Ravens play the Chargers, hopefully the Chargers win, so I can see.
At least it was consensual.
So you can see your boyfriend will hooping. Yeah.
No, I'll just tell him it was just a blowjob. No, I'm playing.
Wait, what?
No, I was gonna joke around with that with Dixie.
YTC, can you repeat that again?
What?
Hey, listen, I was just
That's
joking
what
around.
she said.
What, you gave
That's what
someone
she
a
said.
blow? Wait, someone gave
No.
you a blowjob?
No, she was quoting. He was quoting her.
YTC.
No, you didn't
Bro.
rehear. First off, you did not rehear. First off, you didn't hear that right. Clean your ears. Second of all, I was joking around with the Dixie Carter crap. That's in the
Yeah.
context of what Sentinel said.
Exactly.
And then I'm putting myself in that scenario if I was with Dixie Carter. That's what I would have said.
The freaky night is coming.
Mike can't even get a kiss.
Mike can't.
Why
get
Dylan
it.
Kid has been cooking you like paper cut by paper cut by paper cut by paper
Damn,
cut
Mike,
in the chat.
Mike, you can't get a kiss, bro.
Damn.
Can you get your dog to kiss you?
Only from men he can, not from women.
Dang.
Is your dog a man?
I've actually had another woman. No, I'll stop. I'm playing. I'll stop.
I do.
Wait,
You know, coming from me, this is all just jokes, right?
Hey, listen, I was drunk. Hey, listen, I'll just say I was drunk and plead the fifth. That's all. One time at a club.
What the? Okay.
It was a few years back. Whatever.
Well, how do you remember it though?
Cause a friend told me and they got me on camera.
Dang.
Yeah, sometimes we do have like that moment where we black out.
Hey, but it was technically
Listen,
yeah.
Listen, okay, this is when I was like I think this is when I was in my college years. Okay, I got so baked, so drunk that I came home and I fell asleep in my closet, and there was like peanut butter, just an empty
And then
peanut
you
butter
came.
jar.
Hold on, and then you came out of the closet. Sorry,
the closet was always open. I just like for some reason like I stumbled in there and just slept on my like dirty clothes.
Yes,
I'm telling you, I was drunk and
Jesus.
clearly.
again, this was in my 20s. This was in my 20s. This is the shit you guys should be doing now.
Hey, listen, no, the drunkest thing I've done is, just literally break my, face through a window with like glass one time, I think.
What?
Ouch.
Yeah, that
I
was one
got
time.
more pussy than I did the amount
And
that
fucking,
Mike.
yeah.
Dang, Mike.
I went to the ER one time and after that, but also I was drunk enough I slept sleeping on the kitchen table one time. Not on it, but like sitting on the chair face down on the thing like you're sitting down on the desk.
Oh, absolutely. I've done that all the time. I've gotten thrown out of a bar for doing
Did your
that.
parents get like mad at you for that? Or?
No, I actually they were drunk with me. No, they weren't mad. We were all wasted.
Damn.
I could never
My African parents, they would probably kick you out the house.
No, you don't know. It's Hispanic culture. You know damn well make motherfuckers drink.
I could never be drunk in front of Mike.
Yeah, I can't. My
parents.
parents are way too strict for that.
Thank God I'm not a bad drunk. No, because a bad drunk wants to fight and live in the past. So a good drunk wants to have fun. So I was just having fun.
Might get drunk off a sunny day.
I haven't broken anything, fight anyone yet. So drunk at least. So I'm thank God I'm
Michael,
on
man,
that.
defend
Silver
yourself.
lining.
Bro. Why you didn't get okay? Talk to you. Like
Get on, kid. All I have to do is whip his ass with the belt, and then he'll cry for it.
Alright, let me go drop that video.
Be like, please, Poppy, don't keep me. Don't
Hey,
keep
yo.
me, Poppy."
Oh.
Yo, Michael, do you see that? Michael, do you see that during foreplay with Justin in this photo? I'll stop.
Why did you say Poppy?
Cause I'm get on kid's Poppy.
No, get
Pause.
it right. I'm your Poppy, and he's your Poppy.
No, I'm
Everybody
get on
knows
kid's
Mike.
Poppy.
Mike would grab the belt and whip the belt.
No, I would whoop your ass, get on kid, and have you apologize.
And then he says, on the floor and then trip and fall.
Can you imagine Michael's getting whooped, bro? Well, as a kid,
If I
bro.
get on kid, yes.
And then get on kid, I'm gonna whack you with the wooden spoon.
Are you gonna hit him with a chocolate, Mike?
Are you going to throw a shuriken at him?
Are you gonna hit him with a bat? Two swords.
Ninja Star? Ninja Star?
Oh,
Some
wow.
kung
Oh,
fu
yeah.
shit?
Let me guess, you've been hit with one, Sentinel?
A Ninja Star? No.
No, I've been whooped with wires and a chocolate and
Oh,
plants.
last
but
time
when
I
you
got
said wooden spoon, yeah, that's how
The
my
last
mom,
time I got
my
whooped,
mom and
I was like
got
11 years
got
old.
got
I
us
was
got me and
14
my
the last
brother.
time I got whooped because I have a bad grade.
Oh, I got her.
14?
She whooped my ass until like I was out of like I was 18 with the one spoon.
And I was too grown to be whooped, but yeah.
Yeah, I was 11 years old last time I got whooped.
No, I just got my shit taken
And
away.
that's
My
because I
allowance is
lied to my
growing.
parents.
But yeah. I just got my shit taken away. Like PS.
After that, she threatened to shut down the wife, like the
Michael,
router
have
or
you-
something,
have
and then I
you
was
ever,
like, oh, it became much
Michael,
of
have
love.
Michael, have
No.
you ever gotten, the chocolate or nothing?
No.
Michael was
Never?
a good kid, bro. Michael was a good kid.
So you've never been afraid by a response by your parents to in disciplining you. You
Michael
never
was
had
a
that
good-
surge
Let
of
me
adrenaline.
let me put it like this. My parents never got any
Whooped your
object.
ass?
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, that explains,
that
a lot.
explains a lot.
Everything, actually.
That explains a lot.
Because you didn't get your ass whooped. It made you comfortable to speak a lot of impulsive
It made
crap.
you way too comfortable
That's like the way
and
you
way
and way too
too
impulsive.
Spongy,
That's why you have no
Spongy,
filter between your brain and
Spongy,
your
you
mouth.
can't talk. You never been whooped too.
Dude.
Says me.
And
Oh
you're
my
not
God.
my parents?
What, you've been whooped
So-
before? I find that hard to believe.
Everyone got whooped.
I
At
got
least
one
once.
for shit.
I'm not saying that.
Bungie's
At least
Wi-Fi
once.
got whooped.
I was a bad kid.
Yeah, I was a big because I didn't get my grades up till
Yeah. She pulled the same stuff. But she was smart though. She used like positive reinforcement.
And also because I constantly fought with my sister, so I got in trouble. So they try to
Oh,
gang
those
up on me
damn
since
sisters.
I was the only boy. They tried to gang up on me. I had to fight them off.
Girl, okay, can we break this facade? Girls, when in a gang, girls plural, more than one, and there's one man. It's not like they're gonna gang up.
Yeah, they tried.
They're going to gang up and try to jump you.
Can we just have an alien invasion happen in this world right now?
I mean,
No, we don't
you're one
deserve
of them
one.
right now. I'm looking at one.
Yeah, you can take. Hey, listen, if they need a sacrifice, we'll send you over there.
No.
No, they'd tap his head and then say,
Yeah, well, fuck the
and-
aliens and fuck else. Just
No, you know what? The aliens don't even want Michael. They say, "Oh, no, we're good. We're going to a different planet."
Are you sure
Then
they want the
Then
Canadians?
you know what? I'll take that back. Don't send Michael because then they're gonna have more incentive to fucking take us away. Because then they're gonna think Michael's a reflection of our whole society. But then again, a part of our society is reflected in that way. But still, not everyone.
No, they're gonna invade fucking Canada and take away Awesome Kid.
That don't really make any sense, but okay.
Yeah.
No, just take Awesome Kid's school. That's all you need to take. That's it. I'll stop.
My school.
Yeah, your fruity school that you be sending video recordings on.
My school is not even that bad, bro. Come on.
You're the one sending videos of them triumphing on Discord and shit like that. That could be labeled as
What the
CPN.
Oh.
Yes, they were on their fruity behavior, their activities.
I don't do it. That's them though.
You're the
And
one
you-
recording and also sending it, saving it in your phone.
No. Awesome Kid. I saw you with that.
What, do you give your happy endings to those videos?
Oh my God.
What you mean?
I saw you with that
I was a
banana.
good kid.
I saw you. No.
Oh,
I saw you
yeah.
with that banana.
Yeah,
Men,
Awesome Kid. You have a banana.
Bro, I was a freshman when that happened, bro. That go in the past.
oh my God.
The past.
Yet you decided to post it online, knowing
It was
this
a happy
community,
birthday post.
when you could have posted it on your close friend list, so
It
we
was
didn't
a
have
happy
to
birthday
see
post,
it.
man. Come on.
So you tell me and everybody else here who's the fucking fruit booty cheeks here.
You.
No, it's you.
Let's not bang up the cookies.
Don't
now.
make it. You don't have to make like fruit booty cheeks into like this like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Also-
Just like
like,
these two in a
slur.
just like these two in a room.
I mean, that is
Well, why you have to say all that, bro?
like the way you said that. It was almost like Shakespearean, like a Shakespearean actor would say like a quote like that. Like you know that
Die, you heathen!
Yeah, die heathen,
Die,
heart.
heathen! Die, you swine!
May you rot. May you rot.
And Michael,
The,
let's
the
not
kind of
bang
the
up
way you
cookies
said it, and it's just all it is just a phrase. It's not that serious. It really isn't.
now. So tell you, how Michael ever told you
Sentinel.
about cookies?
Sentinel.
Oh my god!
Sentinel.
Okay, my fault.
Don't
Have
try
you
that
ever
shit.
talked to you about cookies,
Oh no!
Michael? Do you know about that?
He sent them to me.
Oh, Michael's quiet now.
Let's just say the
Game's
cookies were
over.
other time.
Game's
Let's just say-
over.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Anyways, before that, Sentinel, let's just say the feelings were biological, if you know what I mean.
I'm gonna
Oh
go
my
to.
God.
I'm going to.
That's what he
going to-
said.
No, don't end the stream now. No.
I'm counting
Mike
sheep.
Mike makes Wings of Redemption look like a saint.